All right. What is going on? All my amazing brand builders. Thanks for joining. We're going to get started here in about 5 minutes. As we do every month, we like to say hello in the chat. So if existing Inner Circle members say hello, where you're tuning in from, feel free to share a little bit about your business, your brand, what brought you here today. Just say hello in the chat. The more active the chat is, the more excited I am. We also have my world-class team from the brand builders and affiliatemarketing.com side here in the chat to help me out. I've got my laptop, I've got my screens here ready to rock and roll. I've got a lot to show you, so I want you to lock in here for the next 2 hours. But before we jump into anything too crazy, I will let you know the team has organized all of the questions that came in, hundreds of questions that came in. So that was very exciting. We do have solutions responses. We'll be going through most of those throughout. A lot of you had stackings of questions that I could answer kind of at once. So you'll kind of see that. Feel free to ask additional questions that maybe you didn't get a chance to ask or you're having kind of live at the moment. As you guys know, I move pretty quickly, especially when I'm screen sharing. We may or may not have an opportunity to bring some of you guys up. We have hundreds of you registered for today's live, so very excited. So if it's your first time here, tell us about your business, tell us where you're tuning in from, what you're looking to learn. Remember, we are a community, we help each other. If you don't know much about me, Josh Snow, I've been doing this for 20 years. I've been very blessed and fortunate to also coach for the last 15 years, some of the fastest growing e-com entrepreneurs, lead gen, service entrepreneurs. And then of course, I've been fortunate to build businesses and sell over $1 billion of my own patented products, my own products. Most of those that you might know are probably sitting right behind me. Snow Oral Care, millions of happy customers, over 100 million treatments shipped all around the world. I bootstrapped the business to $100 million in 3 years as a solo founder, no outside funding. Along the way, I've built and sold other businesses, one of them being Customer Helper Team. We took the creators and celebrities back then that we were pioneering next to Fashion Nova with Snow into the Medicare and insurance space, bootstrapped that business with a small team to $1 million a month in profit, and then we sold that for $70 million cash to Media Alpha, our public competitor. So lots to share there. I'm happy to always share more about my story, but really it's about everybody that's here today. So we're gonna get started here. I'm gonna have our chat going on my laptop so I can keep up with you guys. If you guys are in there, ask questions, say hello, where are you tuning in from? Shout out to your brand. We are all builders. We all are here together to grow. And of course, I'm Josh Snow. I am your captain in this new AI world where it is just unreal, guys. I've been building for 20 years. I'm a programmer, designer, product developer. I build everything myself. And as you know, I grew up with a penny in my pocket in West Phoenix. So having to build everything from scratch right nowadays where AI is, I've never been more excited. And you may have heard me say that about TikTok Shop. We did $1 million in 4 days, and we've gone on to continue that, help dozens of brands do the same thing. But that's just one layer, right? Social commerce. We're going to talk about my flywheel methods and what we do with brands, etc. We're going to break that down. I'm going to screen share. So we've got a lot to cover. So I'm going to go ahead and get prepped here. I'll take a look at who we've got in here. George, what's going on? If you haven't said hi yet, or where you're tuning in from, or a shout out to your own brand, your own company, please do right now. I'm just making sure my laptop's going to be solid here. Okay, cool. All righty. All right, so Ryan, what's going on? Kev, Alexander Gray. Tell me where you're tuning in from, if you don't mind as well, city, state, or just country. What time is it there as well? That's always fun. Let's see, there's so many familiar faces, so many Inner Circle members here as well. Taylor, what's going on? Sheik, how's it going? Josh says, let's fucking go, let's fucking go. Love that. Matt's sharing here, Suntra for content teams. Love it. What's going on, Matt? Showing some love. I'm going to pop that link open in the site as well. Jeremy's based in my hometown of Phoenix. I'm in my house right now in Tennessee. I've got my house in Arizona. I lived there 32 years. Love Phoenix. And believe it or not, survived 32 summers in Phoenix. So awesome. Jeremy's running Entropy Survival. Awesome. Nora, tuning in from Virginia, not too far from Tennessee. Very cool. Rayhan is writing scripts for 7-figure D2C. Amazing. Lots of fun stuff inside of there. you will see, oh, hey, Cleon. Okay, so Nick from Singapore, Georgie, how's it going? Hi, Jen from Tampon Tribe, one of our Inner Circle members, amazing. Allie is in Camas, Washington, I hope I said that correctly. Luis, Chandler, Arizona, another Arizona native. Greg Gilbert, Jesus in California, right next door to Arizona. Connecticut, Atlanta, Boston, Seoul. What's going on, Lee? Chris is building an awesome brand, Inner Circle, another Inner Circle member. Okay, so we're gonna get started here. What I'm gonna start with, just to kind of warm us up, is I'm gonna share, today is about my 9-figure snowball system, how we've proven it, repeated it over and over again, how it's faster and easier to apply to any industry. And the truth is, as I've proven time and time again, it works even better in non-ecom. But we are obviously the ecom guy. We're going to be talking about ecom. But one of my secret sauces, of course, is purple oceans, like we talk about here in the mastermind and Inner Circle. And those of you one-on-one, I push on this pretty heavily. By the way, those of you along the way, if you're liking this style, this is what we do. This is what I love doing. We've coached thousands of businesses, etc. DM the words Inner Circle wherever you came from. So whichever social media platform you came from throughout this, the end of this, so that you don't miss the next one and the community, all the fun stuff. But let's get into it here. I'm going to share with, and Sam is in Miami. We just got back from Miami. Love Miami. Alice says hello. Mark in Toronto, Canada. Love our Canadians. Okay, so we're going to share, I'm just going to share a couple things, some updates, especially for Inner Circle members of some things we've talked about, some things we've worked on. As you can see here, this device here is the Plod device. Now, if you guys go to the event page here, I'll link it. You guys go to the event page, you will see links inside of there of tools that I'm talking about. I know I talk pretty quickly, I share pretty quickly. This is all going to be recorded. Everything's going to be broken down. I've already included some preview links inside of there directly that you guys get access to. So you can see in the notes, the links that are in there, right? We're going to be adding the rest of them as well. The team and myself will be trying to keep up with the chat in the meantime. So keep it hot regardless. We keep a documentation of that and follow up as well. Kevin says dynamic heat. Oh, we've got something for you actually. Kevin's tuning in from Dublin. Love it. Ireland, love the UK, Los Angeles, Mary. Okay, so what you see here is a Plod device. This is a listening device. You can get a special discount. I think it comes out to $150. Just click that link here in the chat, the 100 million system. It goes to the event page. That'll be updated over the next 24 hours with all the links that we're sharing. But this is very important because it's different than this, right? You may have seen me record, or you record with these DJIs. These are fantastic microphones for camera stuff. This is a personal recorder. It's attached via magnet. They have a bracelet, they have a lanyard, and they also have one that goes to the back of your phone. I lose my phone all the time, so not worth throwing on the back of my phone. But essentially what it does is it records 24/7 everything, okay? And we're gonna be talking about another tool I use on the computer called, here, I'll give you the Cleon, I think the links are right here. Yeah, so that's the Plod link. Check it out. Look, there's some competitors and stuff. I love the Plod one. They have 2 million devices that they've sold as well. Oh, it looks like I didn't put the link. Here's a 10%. It's like $180. I don't get anything for it. It's just like a referral link for friends and family. These guys have done like $1 billion. It's absolutely brilliant. The idea here is that the next wave of AI for us, I don't want to have to think of all the prompts and do all of these things and think of all of this stuff. What if we simply could record 24/7 everything that's going on our computer, on our phone, on our person, potentially through meta glasses, so that AI sees what we see as well. We upload all of that, or I upload all of that to my personal founder dashboard, my personal Josh, OS, right? It has all of my, conversations, personal, business. It's organized. It remembers that. I can't find a coupon code for Plod, but just Google it. It's like there's a 10% off code. Anyway, you plug that in to your Plod. That's it. You just say, hey, I bought a Plod. I want to connect it to my Plod. And it will build your daily dashboard in minutes that will pull from Plod. Remember we talked about MCPs. You don't need to worry what it stands for. It just means it can connect to your Plod or your AI stack. That's all it means. So the fact that Plot has an MCP means that I can speak to my days. I never forget anything. In fact, I'm training it now, and it's all built in to add products to my carts. I'll show you an example of that. Groceries. It remembers it. So if I tell Amanda, hey babe, we're running low on dog food, it'll remember that. In fact, it's going to remember it tomorrow, and it's going to ask me up front what I'd like to purchase from Chewy.com with my account connected. Now we use, and I'll connect you guys, I'll put these links in here as well at the end. We use virtual credit cards, right, for being able to track it. So my little agent can go and do that. That's a little more advanced. What I want you guys to think about is start with this, pop it on. You guys know I'm a huge fan of time auditing, time tracking. I, and Elon Musk have the same 24 hours in a day. How we leverage that is very, very important. For $150 and whatever their subscription is, this will allow you to never forget throughout your days. Now there's iPhone apps, there's other stuff. This thing is on me 24/7. And then I have my Whoop. If you have an Aura or a Whoop, Whoop has an MCP, so does Aura. So you can talk to your sleep, how did you sleep, the conversations you had, connected to your Google Calendar and Gmail, and you can see when your heart rate goes up for certain people on your team that stress you out. Everything's fed to you in seconds right in the morning. Every single day just gives me a little report. You guys can do the same. It takes about 5 minutes. You don't need to plot. You could do like voice memos. You can do other stuff. But the idea here, and I'm going to show you Screen Pipe in a bit, that records everything I do on desktop confidentially. It's all encrypted on my computer for me. But it recommends in the morning, Josh, it looks like you spent 5 hours shopping for a TV. I could have done that. Do you want to build this into a repeat? I track everything you did. Right, so we can train it. So instead of having to train it up front, what if it just learns over the next few months here together, and we use that as a basis for making your life way more comfortable? And I can tell you, I've never made more money in my life, and I've never felt more comfortable in my life with using AI in the right way. So this isn't just about AI, this is about creators, affiliates, but I wanted to share, this is super important just throughout the day. It's helped me out a lot. Another thing, I kind of showed you these screens. You have those links in there as well. I did so much research on iMac extended screens. I never thought I'd have an extended screen, but with the ability to what I'm going to show you today to reach out to thousands of creators, build creator briefs, all the stuff that we're able to do. Sometimes it helps having a little bit more screen space. So if that's something you're looking at, I did the research. Go ahead and look at the ones that I have. There's a 40-inch option and a crazy monster 52-inch option that is the closest match to the Apple quality without getting the Apple display monitor. That's only $27. And then the last thing I want to share in there before we kick things off, kind of some fun stuff, is my Stream Deck. So those of you that are members may have seen this. My one-on-ones probably have seen this already, me kind of talking about it. These are one-click commands. This is typically used I put the link in the event as well. So just click the event. All the links are there, specific with discounts. Everything's in there. And then I'll update it after this as well with the team. But this is already a link. This is a Stream Deck. This is the mid-size one. Essentially, in one button, I can open up any app. I can open up any AI agent. I can also do multi-chain commands. So that sounds really scary. This is made for originally by Elgato for video and audio production. So you like zoom in, turn the lights, all that stuff. I was like, wait a second, why do you turn that into your one-click dashboard if you catch yourself looking for windows? Where did I put this thing? So now on one click, I can open a stream. On one click, I can send 1,000 outreach to affiliates for a brand we've onboarded. You can literally program it for anything. It can open up your Claude dashboard. It can text your significant other. I have one that texts Amanda, opens it up, so that boom, it's 11:11. It gets me going, so I can set a message in there. You can literally do anything inside of there. So as I'm switching through Grok, Terminal, etc., and building, this is what's cool. And I want you to know this. About a year and a half ago, I was still using ChatGPT for research, right? I was still searching. What we're going to look at today, and what you guys have probably already been implementing in your business, is how do we build a flywheel from scratch? We're going to be talking about from scratch. I'm going to be building here as well as we get started here. And then we're going to cover some of the questions inside of there. Try to kill like 6 birds with 1 stone, knowing that we are going to follow up if you're if you're still unsure about the question you came in with, because clarity is very, very important for me. Okay, with that being said, if this is good, sounding good, I sound good, you can see me okay, let's throw a one in the chat or a Yahoo or a Yoo-hoo, something fun, just so I know that everyone is locked and loaded, and then we're gonna start rolling here. All right, cool. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna start off with a couple things here. I'm going to start off with one thing. Oh, I have one more fun thing to show you, but we're going to go. I'm going to show you this so that you guys can play with in the background and stuff. I'll link to it. But I want you guys to have it. Here we go. Okay. Thanks for bearing with me there. Fun, 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 fun. Okay. So I'm going to start screen sharing. I'm going to keep a look at your messages here. Let's go. One, Luis, love it. Oh, Matt's got the 15 key. Yeah, I just ordered that the little screen and the mixers now and stuff. It's such an easy just hack for pretty much everything, man. It's crazy. I got connected. You can like open your garage door. All that stuff. I can geek out on that all day. But just the trick here is get it. It takes 5 minutes to set up with no tech experience. If you've never coded before, programmed before, ran an ad before, used any AI tool before, I'm going to show you how like dead simple this is. Like it's not a joke anymore. It's incredible. It's incredible. Things we used to spend millions on per year are now like not even a person. It's just an automated task. It took me 10 minutes talking to my AI. Okay, so let me grab my mic here. We're gonna get rocking and rolling. All right, let me make sure we're good. Okay, looks like we're good to go here. All right, I'm gonna start screen sharing here in a sec, and then I'll show you kind of one more fun thing that I made for you guys. Some of you may have seen this already, but it's been updated and it's pretty freaking cool, I think at least. All right. Here we go. Screen share. And at any point, if you guys can't see it, just let me or the team know in the chat that you're having issues seeing the screen. Okay. So now I'm going to go to share screen here. Cool, cool. Okay. Share screen. And let's make sure this is working. Okay, cool. Yeah, Sheik, it'll be saved inside the dashboard. Yeah, we're going to organize all this stuff, all the links. You have it also right here is where I've been talking about. So if you click this link, I'll put it in the chat again. This is where you can fill this stuff out. If you guys are shipping more than a few thousand parcels per month, it's free. We've used them for a long time. They use billion-dollar lines on the carrier, so you don't have to change like UPS or FedEx. It's actually like faster, better. And then they have a program where it just puts that money back in the business account. So we've saved millions by just using a free tool, right? Just using the crowd kind of buying process. I don't know if you guys can. Oh, yeah, you guys can see my screen. Okay, it's delayed a little. All right, cool. So those are where all the links are. Facebook Spy Tool, we're going to be talking about statics, Manus credits, Reddit. We're going to be talking about pulling the ad spy tool through AI to mass produce creatives for us, briefs for creators. This is one of my favorite bots. We're going to be talking about this one a bit as well, or quite a bit as well. This is where we manage all of our affiliates. So I'm going to be showing you this. We're going to be going through these, right? But just so you know, everything's going to be in the dashboard. You guys will get all of the access and follow up. So make sure you do respond to me and the team as we follow up here. And again, DM inner circle, wherever you came from. If you're new here, in order to get set up, get all access to these links, make sure you don't miss anything, cool things like that. Okay, so last cool thing, and then we're going to go into some fun stuff. We're going to be building a brand pretty much from scratch. And really the reason why is it's going to answer a lot of questions. How do we know to launch a new product? Where do you get your research from? How do we market validate? How do we market validate on Meta? How do we know an organic video is worth pushing, right? The hundreds of questions you guys sent in, we have those locked and loaded. But this one's a fun one. This one's called $1 billion ecom that I built out for you guys and for us to play. So you just put your name in here. I'm going to put, let's say I'm going to put affiliate marketing com or something, right? So we click here. Oh, it looks like I've been playing already, but let's see where I was at. It saves your progress. So this is how quickly can you get to $1 billion, and it has real scenarios. So it's taken my 20 years of experience plus the thousands of founders that I've worked with, partnered with, et cetera, in terms of real life scenarios. So you can see down here, using our flywheel methods, certain moonshots. Something happened. A container is stuck at port. The best seller is on a boat that has seen better decades. Do we want to air freight it and keep selling the product, or do we want to do pre-orders and keep the cash in the story? Okay, let's hire a TikTok shop army. We need $11,000, so we're going to load this up. You can hit hustle mode. It allows you to stack cash that much faster. And then you've got your little real world boost here in the corner. Let's buy a TikTok army. If you have kids or like anyone, honestly, Amanda caught me playing this once I updated again. I was up to the middle of the night just playing this. See how fast you can get to $1 billion. Post it in our community just for fun in the background, not to fully distract you, but something really, really cool that helps teach my model, right? What we do with brands, et cetera. TikTok shop, email, and other things open up, TV and streaming, et cetera. So feel free to play with that. That is at growyourbrand.app. I'll put it in our link here. Play the $1 billion Josh Snow game right there. So have fun with that. Feel free to share it. It's totally free. But that was built, again, no coding experience, no help. I built that completely, right? In like an afternoon. And then I got obsessed with it and kept building it on top of there. But okay, so we looked at that. That's where we're at here. So we're going to start with a fresh brand for the moment. Okay, we're going to start with a fresh brand that we're going to create. Where am I going to start? Where am I going to find creators? Where am I going to find the product? How do I know it's going to work? All of those things. Okay, so we're going to go through that live here together. You're going to see me kind of moving a lot. Okay, but keep in mind, everything's recorded. Everything's going to be broken down like it always is every session, right? I've got my plod back here. My team's in there. So before we go too deep, I'm going to just fire up my AI here in the background. Okay, so let's see here. We want to start a brand. We want to start a business. Maybe we're going to go to a spy tool, perhaps, and start to take a look at what's working. We could use Foreplay, which is kind of best in class, I would say. They have an MCP as well, which means we can talk to it. You don't have to log in anymore. Like, you just talk to your Claude. Which ads converted best from my competitors? Recreate them, right? This is what we have, and this is what we build. And then we have another tool here, which I absolutely love as well. Get Hooked, a little bit cheaper, same index, maybe a little bit of a different dashboard. But the cool thing is, as I mentioned, we get access to here. Let me make this a little bit better for you guys here. We get access. And again, you guys just tuning in. I see people popping in. Say hi in the chat, etc. Where you're tuning in from, about your brand. We're going to be covering, we got an overwhelming amount of registrants, which meant an overwhelming amount of questions. But the cool thing is we've threaded them together to be able to answer a lot of them. Everything else will be answered accordingly and afterwards. So but this is Get Hooked. Remember, we have the API and AI agent, okay? So you may have to upgrade your plan. I've got one of these dummy accounts in here. We're just going to upgrade it so I can show you how easy it is to use the MCP. Now, again, do we need any of these tools? I don't like to throw a bunch of tools at people anymore just because. This does help us, whether it's this or Foreplay. I use them all because we're running multiple brands. We do this with our partner brands. So, depending on whatever it is, do a trial after this training. If you don't like it, don't roll with it. I don't need you bloated with a bunch of software. But essentially, what we want to do is we want to automate the research. And because we're starting a new brand, we don't want to reinvent the wheel. We might want to see what is out there that's already working that we might want to build. So I'm going to create a new folder inside of here. I'm going to call it New Brand July 27th. Okay, cool. That's going to allow me to kind of put our research and stuff into there, right? In order to find which products are working. So we're going to look at which ads are working. We're going to also look at which products are working. If we're going to go e-com for this, for the time being, we're going to do e-com. I might throw in a little quick one for like a digital product. We work with a lot of high ticket as well, things like that, that it works on just as well, if not better. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down to our actually, let's go back here for a second. Okay. So let me go into Discover Ads. I'm going to stick with Get Hooked for a second, and then we're going to go to our TikTok spy tool. Okay. So we're going to look at Facebook, Meta kind of style of ads and products and offers that are doing well. And then we're going to look at the same thing on TikTok. TikTok's going to give us a little extra bonus because we can export those creators that are doing well for the other brands and kind of give us a head start for our outreach as we launch our brand. Okay. That way we launch with hopefully 1,000 creators, 1,000 samples sent out. I'm also, one of the questions came in about, not just where to source and products. I'm going to show you with tools like Beauty Boss and Supplyful, where you can, are these loading on our screen? Let me make sure these pull up. I want to make sure you're seeing what I'm seeing. Okay, cool. Oh, you're seeing what I'm seeing. Okay, cool. All right. So Beauty Boss is awesome. I'm a partner in the business. I'm an advisor to the business. Eric, who built Shine On, lets you build a beauty brand in like 5 minutes. They ship everything. You drag and drop from Claude, your label connects to TikTok Shop and Shopify and all that stuff. You don't even need a Shopify. So 5 minutes, you have a beauty brand, right? We mark it up, we build the story. So we're going to look at some of those scenarios for e-com where we're not necessarily having to spend a bunch of money to source the product. We're going to use the algorithms. We're going to use the spy tools, right? I spent over 10,000 hours this year alone, probably in just spy tools, right? Now I don't have to spend as much time because we've connected it to Claude, and you guys are going to do the same, right? Claude, Plod, follow me? Okay, so these are the platforms that we're going to play with. Before we go into that, I just want to see what's working. I'm coming into here. Maybe I want to sell the US, or I want to sell, let's see what's going on in the US. And I want to go to perhaps maybe longest running for now. And then I'm going to kind of see if I can see, this is going to give you raw output. So this is where I'm going to go. If you have ChatGPT, Claude, Grok, whatever it is that you have, let's go into here and I'm just going to talk to it. If you don't have Whisper Flow already, I'll put these links in there as well. I've got a discount link for you guys, but it's cheap. It's awesome. You just speak to the mic. So we're going to talk to it. And this is what I want you guys to do as well. And you can follow along if you'd like. I'm just going to hit my record button. So I'm looking to start a new business. I want to be able to ideally drop ship via self-name, the Beauty Boss, Supplyful, and I want to put together maybe a few products on a store that I could sell. Which markets are most lucrative right now? Where is the wedge? Where's the purple ocean, like Josh Snow talks about? Which are my top businesses I should start right now? And just start there. Okay, so let it cook. Let the brain think. Knowing what it knows about you, I throw that in there because maybe it'll customize a little bit toward you. Technically, this system, I mean, we're driving 500 million views right now through our 25,000 creators for like other brands, right? Like apps, lead gen, anything we pointed at for the most part, like works, right? I mean, virality works, things like that. You can cross post it. We're going to be talking about some of that. So it's gonna do its research here in the background. As it's doing that, I want to show you a platform that is launching very, very soon. They're one of the fastest growing out of Y Combinator, which is Sam Altman's CEO, OpenAI, Y Combinator, right? This is the Shopify alternative, all AI. Now, I don't want you to get shocked and be like, oh my gosh, I have Shopify already. Do I have to move? No. First off, I'll introduce you guys. You'll get a direct link to the founders and everything. They raised $8 million before even leaving Y Combinator, one of the fastest ever. And I told them this would have been something I would have been building. If I had more time, I was younger, whatever. This is exactly what I'd be building for $49 a month. No apps. Use whatever payment processor you want. Everything's just dialed in, and you literally, we're going to build. We're going to do 2 versions of it right now. Once we get the response, we're going to build one on Shopify. I have another little hack I'll show you with that. Very easy. We're going to build a custom store live and ready to go on Shopify. But we're also going to, with you guys being here, I can intro you so you can get a clone or like a clone of your Shopify site on Amboras, and then just run traffic from the same ad, clone it, and run it to both stores. But you're going to see just how amazing this is. AI writes all of our emails, split tests our emails. A/B testing is done. You don't have to hire a $5,000 a month CRO firm to do that anymore. It's all deterministic stats, right? If something makes you more money, go with that one. If the red button's better than the yellow, go with that one. That is where we're at. It's $49 a month with like no apps or like anything beyond that. So we're going to be using Amboras, and I'll show you what that looks like. Let's see if I can load the page. So we're going to build a website like this. In this case, we're going to do a physical product. I might be able to show you guys the digital product or coaching, high ticket stuff we do in the same facet. But this is essentially for physical products. One-click checkout, AI photos, AI shop, like everything's there. There's no connection to Shopify, right? This is all its own platform. Two brothers that built this out of Y Combinator. Because for 15 years, right, I'd have to tell you guys, go and hire a CRO agency, do this. Now you're $25,000 deep for a website rebuild that maybe doesn't even convert or rank, right? And I'm a sucker for CRO. You guys know that I'm a leaky bucket guy. I want an 8% conversion rate and a $300 AOV with subscription. We got to maximize that before we turn on the floodgates, even with the partners we're onboarding, the brands we're onboarding, where we're bringing our creators, training them and blasting their product on a performance basis. It's still kind of that same thing. Instead of spending $25,000, spend it on a CPA, a guaranteed CPA with us or with anyone, or your meta ads, right? Way better uses nowadays than hiring 100 people to do the job that AI can do, and also overspending on all these areas. Take it from me, been doing this for 20 years. I started on Shopify almost 20 years ago, right? And I love Shopify. All of my life, I've done over $1 billion of my own products, my own track sales on my own Shopify brands. But this is pretty cool because it's all AI, right? AI SEO, AI GEO. It writes the articles for your brand. It does the review or handles the reviews. It builds the newsletter, writes the newsletter, promos, etc. So I can just say, make my website feel a little more holiday to convert higher, and split test it. It'll create red, blue, Santa, whatever. It'll create all that. Same thing with bundles, cross sales. So instead of 400 apps that we got to add, I have 84, I think, on Snow right now. That's just the layering, right? So you get a little less layers with 0 plugins. You get your own payment processing. Very, very, very exciting. Similar to, actually, I won't go there yet, but I want you to soak this in, take a look. I'll connect you guys. I'll give you a direct link so you can get a discount. You guys can get free migration. Let them clone, perhaps, if you're already scaling. We're going to use it right now because we're going to build a brand from scratch, and I'm going to show you the Shopify method. I'm going to show you the Amboras method, okay? If this is sounding good so far, everything you guys are tracking, put a 1 in the chat, a woohoo. Just let me and my team know everything's looking good so far. Alexander, been with Beauty Boss for 2 years. Thank you, brother. That's amazing. I mean, it was just a great idea. I didn't invent it. Eric came to me and said, I want to do what I did to jewelry, where I can allow any creator, anybody, to launch a beauty brand in minutes. And it's really cool. And Supplefull, buddies of ours as well, they did the same in the supplement space, right? So I just want to make sure you guys are hearing me loud and clear. Just put a 1 in the chat if we're rocking and rolling. I'm about to show you. We're about to build this brand right now in about 5 to 10 minutes, okay? So we're going to build this whole thing. Just make sure you guys are good. But yeah, this was, I told him right away. I was like, oh yeah, I'm investing. We're getting in on this guy because this is fun. And will there be others? And Shopify's AI is amazing. Are most of our brands and our partner brands on Shopify today? Yeah, obviously on the e-com side for sure. But this is exciting, right? Lowering the barrier to entry means that, and this is why I coach too, is I'm in there, right? And I want to help you guys compete at that level without having to like waste a bunch of money. Like spend the time aiming, invest in yourself. Like let's get this stuff going. So looks like I'm heard loud and clear. So let's hop back over to our query here. I know it's small, so let me just like make it bigger there. Okay. The best business for you is not another generic, da, 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 da. Working positioning, rapid change beauty. Interesting. I like that. Ozempic supplement, McKinsey, 30% more on beauty than non GLP-1 households. I like that. That's cool. Beauty sales on TikTok expected to be trillion. Yep, we know that. The crowded red ocean, we know that this is the blue layer. We're infusing what I call purple oceans, infusing blue into the purple. Just like I've sold millions of units of powder. Sprinkle it on your Crest or Colgate, world's first sprinkle powder for teeth whitening. Okay, so it's telling us here, keep looking strong, healthy, hydrated, and like yourself while your body changes. I think that's brilliant. I would launch with one hero bundle. You know, I love bundles. You know, I love AOV, especially for ads. We need margin to scale. I spent $100 million of my own cash on snow, mostly on one offer, as you guys know. But you become obsessive over it, and that's what I teach you guys. But the 90-day change kit, okay, face support. That's kind of a vibe. It's got the peptide serum from Self Named. Okay, pretty cool. So it's got different products. It looks like it's leaning into Self Named and Supplefull. It's got some Beauty Boss, customer acquisition. Okay, so we need to call it something. Let's go ahead and, oh, the Density Club. That's kind of interesting. I like club language because it means subscription, right? That's pretty awesome. This is like the 90-day change kit into the Density Club, hair, scalp, brows, internal beauty. Interesting. I kind of like this one a little bit more too. These are both pretty good. Women's creatine, we know with hydration is just blowing up, especially internationally. Huge, huge. That's one of the best ways to utilize AIs, you know, build something better. I didn't invent toothpaste, right? But I invented the world's first sprinkle powder, listening to the customers. So you can make a red ocean purple by bringing the blue in of innovation, and that can come from that. We're gonna look at this. Okay, so let's go with rapid change. I'm going to talk to it. We are going with rapid change beauty. I want you to prepare a prompt for 5.6 Soul Extra. So I'm telling it to create its own prompt to create the logo and branding book that will stand out in this market, thumb stop on ads, drive conversions and subscriptions like crazy. Really that brand, kind of like Lemmy came out and kind of stood out. We want our own version of that as rapid change. And it needs to be polished, it needs to be elevated, it needs to be able to justify that price point. So let it work on its prompt. We're going to, in the background, use a tool like instant domain search. We might pick something at some point here. Rapid change obviously is taken, so we're going to pick something else. It's going to come back with its kind of setup here as it builds out the flow. In the meantime, we may go ahead and grab we might grab a domain. I'm going to wait on the domain, let that build out. I'm going to start our Ambora's website. And in the background, I will get our Shopify version ready. So give me a second here. What we're going to do down here is we're going to simply talk to it. We're going to take all of this. Actually, I'm going to cheat a little bit and you're going to see it right here. I'm going to grab a screenshot from Ambora's. And because we only got about 2.5 hours together, I want to get some Q&A and I want to get through so much today as we always try to do. Okay, so it's giving me this. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this guy. Actually, let that work in the background while it's going. I'm going to take just a little screenshot of what our brand is about. Rapid change beauty. You know what? I'm just going to grab. Yeah, I guess you know what? To do it right, I was going to just throw it in here, which I will. But first, I want it to create this breakdown for me. So it's going through, it's doing all of our fun stuff. I'll send you access to all of this as well. As always, after the call, you'll get access to the recording, these prompts that are being used. Again, nothing really like extra secret sauce here yet, right? This is kind of straightforward. You guys are probably already doing some of this already. We're going to spice it up here in a second, but this is very important. So from scratch, right? I'm thinking about now, if you own a brand,
and I'm launching a new product, I'm going to create a project on ChatGPT or Claude with all of my brand files, my brand brain, it's called. If you haven't built one yet, just YouTube brand brain AI. There's so many videos taking you through. Just upload your logo, your brand, your products, your sales, whatever you want to share with that brand brain. And that brand brain can then assess what product should you launch next using the stuff we're doing here today, right? Spy Tool, Amazon, your competitors who launch a new product. You just tell Claude, hey, here are my competitors. Find some more that are also doing well that I'd include. Create a daily report for me, scraping their website to see any new pages they update, any new products they launch, any new offers they're running. We may also tell it to scrape milled.com, which is the spy tool for emails. Like, what are the emails that a brand like Snow is shipping out, and let's track them, plug it in. It has an MCP as well. Very easy, right? And now you've got a brand brain, you've got your Plod. And then I mentioned to you, I was going to show you ScreenPipe. ScreenPipe is awesome. Again, there are lots of alternatives. Try them out. This is all on your device locally. Very, very popular solution for recording your screen all day. So everything you said, everything you click, everything I'm doing right now is being recorded by ScreenPipe, right? So it's just a simple little app. And then I can show you here. You can ask it, you can chat, automate my work, a day recap on what's been unfinished. Sometimes you forget which screen you were working in. You just ask it, right? That's ScreenPipe, and this is Plod. ScreenPipe is your screen. Plod is your everyday as you're walking around, meetings, etc. And then you might have a Whoop or Oura Ring for your body, or Apple Watch or Apple Health. That's already 99% more advanced. We now upload like our blood labs, etc. So we're our Whoops in there. So you really have like your own founder OS, personal OS inside there. It's also very valuable to for team members, right? Because if they're spending 3-4 hours on something that should take 12 minutes, it's going to create the prompt and everything for you in one click. And I think it's like $20 a month or something. So that's pretty good. It's tracking everything you're doing, right? So I'm going to have it go ahead and create this brand in the background. I'm going to use Fast Soul. I'll keep it on medium. I want to go a little bit higher. We'll do a little bit of high here, see what it comes out with. So that's going to be working in the background. I'm going to take that prompt and I'm going to just tell Boris kind of what I'm doing. So I'm currently building a brand. I'm going to include the prompt I gave to ChatGPT to create the brand assets for me. So we can use placeholders for now, or if you want to AI generate the brand, that's even better. And then we can replace it. I'll tell you once Chat comes back with the assets to update. We need this brand to be the highest converting brand in the space for subscription, the most compelling copy ever to run meta ads and creators with. We really want this to be a brand that just stands out and a website that converts like crazy, upsells, cross sales, sticky add to carts, all the amazing stuff. Go ahead and start designing it right now. So we're going to go ahead and talk to it yet again. And then we're just going to paste in the prompt that we gave it for, let me make sure it's all in here. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Okay. So, and then I'll just hit it, man, rock and roll. And it's going to start building in the background. We're kind of double dipping here, which is why these little switchboards, right? I'm using Chrome for it right now, but it is ready to paste. One Soul produces logo. Send me that output. Nobody, I want you. Oops, my bad. Let me just grab this one more time. And then let's give it fresh. No, I actually want you to run this prompt right now, design right now. Okay. All right, there we go. And then let that kick. Okay, so while that's kind of hanging out and doing its thing, we are going to get ready to build the Shopify version of it. And so this is one option. I've got a discount link. I don't know if it's 50% off or something that they're going to give us. So in the next 24 hours, you'll get an update with those links right on our event page for the Shopify version of this. we're going to actually build this out. What we're missing right now is a little bit of design assets, right? Now, in the background, I can do some additional research. I can go to like Google Trends, like we like to do. I can see GLP-1 skin. So I can kind of get an idea of, over the last 5 years, how has this search increased? GLP-1 skin, right? Ozempic face. Let's take a look at that. Okay, pretty cool. We might go and as our brand is cooking, we might go and take a look at some top performing skincare ads here with our spy tool, Calidata. Use the link, the spy tool link inside of there. It should hook you up to a priority support, etc. The Josh Snow treatment. But I've been using Calidata for a long time. Fast Moss, there's a bunch of them. Essentially, I want to look at what is out there right now that is similar to Ozempic or sagging skin, perhaps somewhere inside of there. Okay, here's one with 2 million views. It sold 1,300 products. I'll make this bigger for you. All right. So this is a good one. They're running it as an ad. The brand is, here's the product, $27. Okay, cool. Copper peptide serum. Let's take a look at the ad. Okay, new face card. I can see kind of that. That's pretty cool. We're going to be able to actually like clone this with our product. She can hold the product. We can, technically get someone in your family to order a sample, even use the product, show that before and after. So you have that real before and after in there. But this is pretty cool. You can see the pattern interrupt, the call to action. We can actually storyboard, export, and give it to ChatGPT here in a second. But we're going to go back in here and see what they're kind of coming out with. All right. I mean, not too bad, right? Let's see. Rapid change. Kind of cool. What do you guys think? That's kind of nice. Change looks good on you. That's awesome. Okay, so let's go ahead and we're going to save this as our rapid change beauty brand guidelines or something like that, just inside of there. Let's go back now. Okay, cool. I can go back to Amboras. It looks like it's kind of creating its thing anyway. I'm going to let it cook because I want you to see it like, fresh, across the board, essentially. So let's go back to, oops. I want to do a sample first. Let's go back here. Okay, so let's go back. No. Oops. Might have to log in, but I'll show you guys. This is usually they've got their simulator. Elevate, where you don't have to pay up front. So you can just see what it looks like, at first. It looks like they block that side. Let's see. There we go. Go ahead and grab. Here we go. Sorry, guys. I just want to make sure I can show you. Otherwise, I'll log in. Give me like 30 seconds. We're going to log in and we'll build it. But I had this kind of built out for you guys. It's actually better because I'm going to be able to show you literally from scratch. Okay, so we go through. We don't need two of those. Let me just go through here. All right, so once you get the discount code, I think it's 150 or 140 they're giving you guys or something like that. It's just a no-brainer. I'm going to go ahead and purchase this really quick just so we can play with it. And then you're going to see in like 5 minutes, the Shopify store is like ready. We're going to connect the domain, and then we're going to start creating some ads from the spy tool. And then we're going to start building our sampling, seeding, and creator kind of ecosystem. If you guys are following along with me, let me know in the chat, +1, a 1, a 2 even. And then any questions so far, or feel free to. My team's in there as well. Again, if you guys are not a part of the inner circle, if it's your first time here, welcome. This is what we do once a month. We break everything down, and as a community throughout the month, just on the cutting edge of how quickly can we scale our business profitably. And of course, I love a good exit. So helping you guys exit your businesses is always fun. And of course, anything you need as a part of that, just DM Inner Circle. So Inner Circle during this call or after this call, My team will take care of you. I'll take care of you. We'll get you in, make sure you don't miss anything, all that fun stuff. Okay. But bear with me. I'm just filling this out really, really quick. And then we're going to take a look at our Ambora site in a second. We're going to grab our branding that we just built and we're going to pull it into Shopify. So just give me 1 second here. All right. Looks like it's loading. See what you guys are up to. Is this helpful, guys, so far? We're going to cover a lot more, but how do you remember all the tools and don't have AI bloat? One, screen pipe and plot even. So like just knowing. Also, I connected all my finances. ChatGPT has the finance like built in, like Credit Karma or whatever. So you can just have it connected and then have it stress test every month or every week if you want. Why am I paying so much? What am I using? And ScreenPipe knows how much you're using because it can log into your accounts as well. It knows where your credits are. And maybe it also sees you writing prompts that aren't as productive for credit usage. I'm doing it quick and dirty here because I want to get it done faster. And maybe it costs $20 more. But again, I would pay $100,000 to $500,000 for a website redesign in 6 months for the last 20 years. That's kind of, so for $200 or whatever it is in a few minutes. But yes, I don't want you to have a million tools. It's more, let's track it, right? So we have, in our businesses, we have a tool tracker every month. We're checking, are we paying for seats we're not using, credits we're not using? We track every expense, which I recommend, just period. But you can kind of automate that with ScreenPipe pretty much, maybe a plot or your Fathom recordings, and then just tell your AI like, hey, every day, challenge every charge that's come through all of my accounts. You can plug everything in through Plaid, through ChatGPT, and then create a little dashboard for 1 click. So it has all your stuff. You can create your own internal little dashboard in 5 minutes, or create like a little directory or a printout on your fridge of all your tools every month. So there's ways to look at it. I see them because they're on my Stream Deck as well. So I can see when I have like Higgsfield, Claude. I mean, I have them all, right? Grok build. I can see when it's getting a little bloated, and then I'll kind of prompt it as well to help me out. Okay, so that was a good question though. I want to log in here so that I'm on the other screen here. I'm just logging in so I can show you guys everything. That's kind of what's going on. I like to show everything, right? I like full answers. So let's go here. I'm just grabbing the little code that they gave me. Okay, cool. Okay, so this is loading, signing me in, good stuff. Okay, so this is now you can see what's going on here. Pay now. Yep. Let that kind of work its magic. In the meantime, let's take a look at our Amboras project. Oh, okay. I would like some lifestyle imagery here, but not bad. Make this call to action maybe a little bit more juicy. Let's see here. The products are looking pretty good. Now we're going to have to, of course, get the products, right? So we're going to have to give it the exact products in terms of like the packaging. That's easy. That's going to take 5 seconds to point it to. We're using Beauty Boss and self-named, right? So we can go to the catalog, open the catalog, see all products. Okay. So these are all the actual products that we were choosing from inside of there as well, right? So these are made, by the way, if you're looking for USA, et cetera, Beauty Boss might be your better play. This is a little bit lower cost, made in Latvia. Again, if your customers really need that designation of made in USA, you might look at Beauty Boss. I think Blanca does it as well, Blanca Beauty. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use this free tool called Go Full Page from Chrome. It's my Chrome plugin. It allows me to click once. It's going to take a full screenshot without, no hands. It's going to take come on. There we go. So it's going to take a screenshot of all the products. Just makes it faster for me to feed that to Amboras and, chat, et cetera, just to make things easier for me. Okay. And then once it has that, I can download the PDF. Now I've got that PDF of all of their products inside of there. So I can tell it inside of here, just in the background. I'm going to give it the brand guidelines, and then I'm going to give it the products. Oh, only image files can be attached to chat. That's okay. We'll go back here, zoom in. Oops, oh, it's a huge file. Zoom in, copy image one, and then we'll just bring that right over here. And then let's do this. Fantastic job. I think it needs to be amped up for conversion. We're going to be sending ads to it. I've also included the updated brand guidelines. I need you to update accordingly, perfectly, pixel perfect, the logo, update the product labelings. And on that note, look at self-named in terms of their catalog. Our products are going to be white labeled from here. So they need to actually, like the labels need to match and all of that. Make sure it's super high end, but also use lifestyle imagery. Like in the section where you're talking about perimenopause, postpartum, I want you to AI generate hyper realistic imagery that matches the brand that would drive conversions. Think like Dyson, Therabody, Apple. Okay, there, let that cook for a sec. Because we can add in the products in one click from Beauty Boss, Self-Name, Supplyflow. You could have a whole marketplace if you wanted by this afternoon. But of course, we want to get to creators and ads and other stuff. Whatever makes money, we're going to follow the money. The cool thing is, look, you start making money on Beauty Boss or one of these places. Could you get it cheaper somewhere else doing all of the work and all of that stuff? Sure. But we're talking about from start, how do we want to test something? Or if you're running a brand that sells to women in this, age bracket or whatever is, or this behavioral bracket, I would say you could launch that to your brand. It has your logo, and you can launch a skincare line and a supplement line to your same customers. You own the data, it's your stuff. Technically, you could sell a business for tens of millions of dollars built off of self-named Amboras. There's really no it's all about the profit. You own the brand. Is that your logo? Did you get the trademark? Yep. AI helped me do it. So it's creating all the images for our products right now. Let's see here. Yeah, so I'm getting, I messaged the founder of Elevate, the ecom theme this morning. He's a good friend, loves, everything we do here in the mastermind as well. So we don't have an active coupon link yet. So I'm getting one from him that I'll post hopefully in the next 24 hours, if not sooner. I shot him a message as well. My team will be on it. So just keep in mind that page is going to be updated. We're going to be kind of following up with that stuff. But okay, so let that kind of update. You guys following me here? That's doing its job over here. We did our purchase over here. Okay. Oh, view account, actually. Let's go ahead and do the Shopify version really quick since we have 5 minutes to wait for the background, right? All righty. Let's see here. How do I access my file? There we go. Okay. It's probably an email. They've changed this like 20 times in the last 10 days, but it's never been better. It used to be just a theme that I would recommend and you just download it and spend the weekend updating it. Now it's like what we're doing, just talking to it. Go grab a snack, come back. The ads are live. $5 a day, different angles from the spy tool. Boom, boom. Right. Retargeting is all built because I'm going to show you Claude Code in a second. Because this will answer a lot of your questions about how I'm using AI. But let me get my little code here that we just purchased. Here we go. Okay. So here's your purchase. Access your order. Nice. Let me airdrop it so you guys can see it right here. I was just, by the way, I was just at Social Commerce Festival. I don't know if any of y'all were there in Nashville, just down the road. Thousands of creators and stuff. So we were there hanging out with our community. Really, really fun. Brands there, and some of our clients as well. Recruiting, talking to their creators, etc. So it was really cool. Social Commerce Fest. We'll be doing a lot more with them as a community, and affiliatemarketing.com obviously launched on our end. So doing a lot more work there. But let me go ahead and set this up really quick in the background. The cool thing about AI is even though this takes an extra minute, it's kind of working in the background, which is really cool. Okay. Oh, look at it. It's live. There you go. It's moving. It's moving. All right. I'm just securing this account apparently. I do like that they've locked it down. All right, there we go. That should work. All right, so you're going to see the same version. Here we go. And I'm going to do a little split screen action here for you guys. Save. Okay, we're going to do a little split screen action here. Okay. So I'm going to go to create a new store. And we're going to drag and drop. Honestly, oops. Let's drag and drop our brand guidelines. Maybe one of the, let's see, do we have one of these products done yet? It's like they're like chasing each other. You know, I'm going to give it the brand guidelines, I think, guys. Why not? Let's do that. Okay. So let's give it the brand guidelines. Here they are. Perfect. And just from that picture alone, now it's not going to have all of the, it's not going to have all of our information, but we can add it in. That's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. It's going to create enough of the styling on Shopify that we need, and we can update it. It's fine. Look, I want you to just see it full here. A transformative beauty brand offering fast acting. What's your brand about? Oh, here we go. Okay, let's grab this then. I'm going to grab this. And I'm going to do my little full screenshot here as well. And then I'm also going to grab all the text. Okay, cool. And then, yeah, it caught the colors pretty nicely. What sells it best? It fixes a real problem. Absolutely. It is kind of a premium upgrade, but I like, nothing beats fixing a problem. A premium fix to a problem like snow is even better, right? Okay, we're gonna do how should it feel? Deals and timers. Let's have fun with it, right? We can change it. What language? If you're not running Spanish right now, our Spanish creators, by the way, just crush. Spanish is insane. In the US, right? Like US bilingual, absolutely huge. You can one click into 100 languages in Elevate as well. So once I get you guys that link and code, you can play. Play now if you want. It's $200. Like I said, I don't get anything out of it. It's just, this is $200. It's crazy. But you can do like French, German, etc. So we'll have fun with that, you know, in our trainings, as you can tell. But all right, so who's it for? Rapid Change Beauty. Yep. I'm going to throw a little registered trademark because we can always register a trademark for $200 if it's available to us, or at least a logo to protect it, right? So describe any change. It's going to ask you a few questions, right, inside of here. It's doing the conversion copy, so it's going to write all the copy. It's taking our brand palette and typography from the logo to give it that character. And then it's going to hopefully create some products. I'm curious to see what it comes out with. The cool thing is we can go product by product. So every PDP, we can go to an advertorial in one click. So we can click this and see, let me close this. I track my skin for 8 weeks. The data change how I buy skincare forever. Of course, we can edit this with Claude. We can kind of do whatever we want with it. And just drag and drop talking to your microphone, right? Listicle, you know, we love listicles. If you're not running listicles and advertorials, I can tell you right now, like a good 3-stacker for you. And you guys know, especially my one-on-ones, that we use whitelisting pages to just reach out to them, tell them brand builders, Josh Snow, they'll let you in. The owners are chill. Different services they have, but this is the one that quickly gets you partnership ads that you can run, and Meta themselves say running through another person's page, which I've been doing for 10, 15 years, cuts costs by 19%. And it really does. Take your, even a mid-performing angle or ad that's working for you and run it through one of their pages and see the CPM drop. That's really how you track it. Yeah, it's super, super, super dope. Reach out, $200, you get a page. You can have thousands of pages, you know, at scale, right? So reach out and try it out. see if it benefits your ads. But you stack that, right, to a listicle or a quiz, right? A quiz right here, quiz builder. Answer these questions, get your exact protocol. I would screenshot this, or I would even tell it, rewrite the copy, make it sound better. Or through our spy tool, we're going to find very quickly advertorials, listicles, landing pages to emulate, but for our brand. And again, we haven't left the chair. We haven't really spent, I mean, I guess I spent $200 to grab this. You guys will get a discount on it, but um, we're not moving much, right? ChatGPT or Claude, whatever you have. Okay. So this, if we run the creator pages to a listicle or a quiz that recommends a bundle subscription, wouldn't that be awesome, right? My TV show, goingpublic.com, shameless plug, tens of millions of viewers. The reason why I brought it up particularly is one of my mentees is a company called Proven, absolutely stellar founders. Proven Skincare. Proven Skincare. And if you want to see like a fantastic quiz and you can obviously emulate from it, they have probably one of the best in the business. I'm going to leave it open because we might use it for Rapid Change Beauty that we're building over here, which is really awesome. Luis says the tool generating those images, is that also Ambora's? Yes, it is. So they're stacking LLMs on the back end to do various tasks. It looks like right inside of there. Okay, let me see. I want to make sure I don't miss any questions. Which are the top 10 tools you're using every day? I'll post them in I'll put them in the top 10. Some of them are already in that event page. I have like all of our tools in the community too. But they change, right? And the cool thing is, it seems like they're getting like more and more. They're really not. And I'm kind of pulling everything through Claude to make it useful. It's like my CRM, I guess. So that's how I'm stacking it, right? So we're going to look at some of those, but Screen Pipe, we talked about here, that just records everything. Plod, you can see it's got the web thing recording. It shoots me a transcript. You go to a nail salon, they're talking shit. You'll know what they're saying at least because it auto translates. So that is just kind of cool. But I'm doing this all day, right? I'm in there, and I don't want to forget things, and I don't want to emulate from things, not a complete area, right? So autonomous, don't think about it. We just bought a Cybertruck. It's got Grok in it, so you can do AI and build while you're driving or not driving. It drives itself actually phenomenally well. Anyway, so let's take a look at, okay, so I think it gave up on us a little bit. That's okay. It's going to do that sometimes. We're asking it to do a lot, and I'm doing a rapid version of it. But this is like 90% closer to where you would be than just like a theme by itself or anything like that, right? So let me just go back here real quick because we were customizing our page here. I'm going to go back to our homepage and look at them side by side. Okay, that's looking pretty good. I'm going to make this bigger so you guys can see it better as well. Download. I don't want to set it up just yet. I want to keep playing with it. Let's go back to mobile. And then, so I'm going to make it as big as I can for you guys. Sorry, it's the builder. And it's doing a lot, but I mean, that looks pretty good. Clinically informed. I like the call out, clinically informed. I'd like some more call outs here. So I might give it Pet Labs. Images. I like theirs. Their kind of call outs are fun. I can go to timeline.com, or I can mix and match if I want to. Let's do something like this. We don't have a doctor today. If we wanted a doctor, we know we could go to Front Row Health. If we're a growing brand, a lot of our brands use it. Real clinicians recommending the product. It's a couple $1,000s a month, so it's not free. But you can add your little widget onto your product page legitimately. IMA, we use it. Most of our brands use it. So that's one way. Or of course, if you have a doctor to use, of course you can use that. But for now, we're gonna mostly take like some of the ones I like here. This is a really good, one of the best PDPs, I would say. I like this, the little call outs. Key ingredients, gotta have that. I love these AI or whatever that is, that zoomed in microscopic image. Okay, that seems pretty good for now. Let's go and head back over and let's train our AI to do a little bit more for us. Okay. Okay, and I've got some files for members, or if you guys aren't a member and you join, again, DM in Inner Circle, wherever you came from, and we'll take care of you. I've got some files for members. This is, I guess, a sneak peek here because it's on my desktop. But this creator brief, whitelisting pack, kind of some of the stuff we were talking about. I put this together, AI search and affiliate SEO playbook. There's some plays there that are just fantastic using Quora, Reddit, Facebook.com, and now Instagram.com. And then this is an audit as well. And actually, I might see if I can get that audit out to you guys anyway, even if you guys end up not continuing with us, if you guys are new here. But let's go in here. I'm going to drag and drop very simply the images into our area here. I like that one. I like that one. I like that one. Okay, so I'm going to tell it, the product images are looking really good. I want you to add more to the featured photos, make it very clinical feeling and high end, but to drive conversion, following the attached pet lab examples. But for our product, we obviously don't sell to pets. We sell to mainly women. And you know that our product is, all about it. Go for it. So just kind of roll. Again, I'm being sloppy here. Normally I'm going to take maybe a little bit more time or, kind of use some prompts and stuff, but it's going to get us like 90% there. And you'll probably still, it'll probably still beat your website's conversion, which is crazy, right? We're going to need some more icons. Oh, I love that call out. It's pulling the ingredients from our private label. Boom, boom, showing the steps, showing the routine and ritual together. Here's what you get. I might tighten up some of these areas, make it scroll a little bit more. As soon as I'm able to get actual customers, right? I might use some like join brands, or I might use some like Billo to quickly get just some UGC pictures, imagery from real people. If you don't want to go full AI, $50 video, $50 a photo from your target demographic. You can't technically beat it. We're going to look at automating. The next segment we're moving into is our brand is going to be ready to launch. We need ads and we need creators, right? So in order to sample and do these things, the cool thing about this is because I'm not buying the product up front, like the product we're creating right now, we're going to drop ship it, right? I don't want to order 1,000 of them necessarily to send out for samples, but I'd be willing to order 10 to send to some killers on Billo to at least get me some UGC, give them some ideas of top performers, and kind of do that. We do that at scale, right? With our internal network at affiliatemarketing.com, tens of thousands of our creators trained on pushing XYZ. So, but Billo is quick and easy. You can get some quick photography, quick videos of real people, things like that. Very, very fun. But again, by the end of this call, we're going to have our sampling program live, at least the outreach for our creators in a batch for outreach as well. We're going to have a CRM where we can track every video that gets posted from those samples and reaching back out to them to build, bring them into our community like we do for our clients. We build out Discord channels and communities where you retain your direct affiliates as well, not just ours that we layer on top, your own as well. And imagine how amazing that is to have 5,000 people a day posting for your brand on not just commission, but also on essentially a CPA, right? Like that's what affiliate marketing has always been about. It's every business would want that, but you got to do it right? And that's why I want to show you guys, I'm all about teaching you how to fish as well. We have our service. We're not an agency, but we have our service because we've got the creators. We've got the ability to blast that cannon at any brand, but I want to show you how to do it as well, right? And build this up. So it's doing its touches. We're going to let it kind of work in the background. I'm going to give it, oops, did it not take my verbiage? Maybe not. That's another tool up there, copy clip. If you forget, you copy paste something. Like, where did my prompt go? I think it was like $1 in the App Store. Really, really awesome. I'm going to say make our PDP images sell more and be clinical and high end, matching our brand, but more like pet lab to drive conversion. We need the highest conversion on mobile website ad traffic. Make a sticky CTA seamless as well. We're gonna do a sticky CTA, sticky call to action. We love having those. As soon as it's done, it looks like it's generating images. It's going kind of crazy on us. I like it. Typical brands obviously don't put. I'm going to tell in here. In the not all formulas are equal area, you have in typical brands, like I like the section, but you have one of our products in typical brands. Instead, just show like, an unbranded, typical brand so that it looks different from us, but doesn't call out any specific brand. So there. All right. Josh, is it possible to get creators at scale that would do affiliate only in the beginning? It depends. I will tell you, it depends. Everybody wants that, right? Like if you could just get commission, like that's everybody. Yes, you can. You get a lot more of them when the snowball's rolling, right? Like they see that, wow, this offer is popping off. I need to promote it. I mean, what is affiliate marketing about? How much money can I make, right? Like which offer is going to convert the best? That's why I'm so obsessed with conversion rate optimization, having the highest conversion rate, the highest AOV, the highest LTV. Just like when people ask me, how do you work with the Kardashians and all these celebrities? Build a brand that they naturally would buy, that they naturally would have in their pocket. And that's a short answer to a 12 to 14 year journey of mine, right? But the reality is, I think the reason why I said depends is we've been taking our e-com influencers and partnering with non-e-com brands as well. Like typically it's all e-com, right? But I'm also not all e-com. I've taken my strategies and done that multiple times. But now that flywheel works in a CPA model. So for example, we have a client in the peptide space, peptides, regenerative health. They can afford to spend $1,000 for each, sale. We have another one in the vitamin space that has such a long lifetime value on subscription, like they never cancel, that they could spend maybe hundreds of dollars profitably to acquire them, and they're at scale. So that does flip the model for like my top creators that are willing to do. They're willing to do a little bit more. This is crazy, by the way. It's designing the whole website. I've been doing e-commerce for 20 years, and had to code and build teams, 70 people to like build this stuff out. And it's so cool that we get to hang out and do this every month. Anyway, hashtag blessed. But I would say yes. I'm not going to say no. We're going to look at if your product's dope and it starts converting out the pocket. You're using our briefs or whatever. Like you're just dialed in, right? Yeah, you can. Of course, there's experiences of that all the time, but it's more likely when they see 5,000 sales number on the TikTok to push it for commission only. They're trying to mitigate risk just as much as you are, right? So how do we do that? The cool thing is there are millions of potential creators out there that I can train or that you can train for your brand specifically. And I'm going to show you some of that. I'm going to show you the Snow Creator Lab. We build it for clients. We build it internally here. Like we recommend every brand have Cruva, which we're going to look at Cruva. Cruva is your CRM, manages all your creators for TikTok, et cetera. It's like one place, manages everything, right? But we have a Discord channel because we talk to them every day. We post wins, your first 100, your next 100. So I know it's not a direct answer, but that is kind of, me, the whole answer is if we do it, everything right, yeah, there's a really good chance that just from the flywheel of sampling, great product, amazing TikTok shop listing, maybe we do some community seeding on TikTok to get 100 or 200 people. They like it, good reviews, it's moving. So, and then also that your TikTok strategy, maybe we go 3-pack first or 2-pack first. Because if you're charging more, the affiliate makes more. So we kind of play through that. It adds a little bit more complexity, but we've done it, yes. And especially when the customer acquisition cost can be more than my creators can make simply on 20% commission. it works, right? So it works across the board outside of TikTok as well. But we're going to look at all the ways. We're going to do sampling, et cetera. We're going to kind of follow that track. The goal here is if we got to spend a little bit of money to get the visibility, right? Like even if it's videos we own from below or join brands, you can post those on your brand social. So at least you have a pulse. You're alive as a brand, especially as a new brand, but in general. So yes, and there's a way that one of my favorite methods still is, and we use it across all of our brands, all of our clients, is taking the spy tool, straightforward, right? And now we use Claude. It's faster and easier. But spy tool, you see what's working in adjacent industries. Like for snow, we look at hair care, skincare as well. Wow. Ask Claude, why did that video work? Boom. I'm going to show you a tool that kind of automates this. We're going to build ads right now for the brand we just built. We got to let this finish up. I can send this last little prompt in, perhaps. Might need to have it add the pixel or something, and then we can connect it straight away. You download it, you upload it as a theme. It's ready to go. And you can just kind of keep updating it as much as you want, right? Collection pages, cards. We'll take a look at the cart really quick. Are you guys all good? I'll take a look at the chat right now, make sure you guys are good and all that. But I'm cooking here. I want to make sure this is making sense. Is this helpful so far? Because we're about to go into ads, a little bit more creators. We'll talk some more about the commission only. We'll talk about the CPA basis. So affiliate marketing is the first of its type to kind of offer a CPA basis, kind of what I did with pay-per-call and lead gen. And so what does that model look like? Can you offer that internally to your brand? Yes. We also help implement this system into your brand where you have your own creator lab. I'm going to show you, I'll show you ours, right? I'll show you an example of one of them. You can go and take a look. This is a public, like rough example, right? But I'll show you this. For your brand, imagine for your brand, script generator, what are the call outs for your product? And then, ingredients, generate a script. So we build this, you can build this as well for your brand. We build this when we do kind of the done for you model for brands, but there's the hook, easy. They've got something, there's the angle. They can upload a video or a competitor URL and it'll remake that video based without losing the viral patterns ideally. It'll break that down for snow. So it'll allow us to instantly take a video, repurpose it for a viral video for a creator, right? So the more that we layer on and support them, remember, their job is to make as much money as they can, telling the truth about your amazing product or service and going viral, because that means that you might then, and we can boost it as a Spark ad on TikTok. We get rights to it so that we can post on organic. And that's how we do things like, even on Snow's side, we've been able to generate hundreds of millions, if not probably billions of views in the cross posting, just through creators, people with 1,000 followers, right? Now, some of them, to your point about commission, some of them we had to pay $200. Here's the product, post a few times or post once, type of deal. And if it works, of course, we can do more and more. Here you go, 11 million, 4 million, 21 million. Everything's being reposted. So you can just scroll and scroll. This is just a wall. This is me eating my own dog food, testing for you guys, right? And sharing it. There's a 2.8 million when we launched in Costco for our strips. That was a $200 video, I think, if not free or something. Maybe it was one of our creators, but again, we built this for Snow, and then I built it on the side separately for affiliatemarketing.com for non-ecom. It's the same kind of process, but the goal here is if you get 2.8 million views from a sample video on commission, maybe she didn't make that much on TikTok Shop. Maybe you're breaking even on TikTok Shop. That's a dream. If we could do $1 million a day break even on TikTok Shop, if you're an ecom, that's a dream. Because then you're number one on Amazon. The halo is like 40-45% for most brands. You're number one in retail. It just makes it easier. And when I'm helping brands get into Costco, get into retail, we work a little bit on that first, right? Because they're going to ask, what's your TikTok strategy, creator strategy? You're going to show them, well, we have our Snow Creator Lab, this, your thing, you can build the same thing as well. We build it as part of our packages, but you can build the same thing for your brand and make it easy for your customers to become, that's where it really took off, is teaching customers to become affiliates as well. And then when you apply it to non-ecom, you could imagine what that results in. Um, my acquisition, but particularly the background of my acquisition was utilizing influencers. And at the time, a platform called Cameo, where you can go and get celebrities to create videos for your friends, but also eventually they created for business. So I spent about, I don't know, $1 million on Cameo before we sold that business to promote non-ecom, since you couldn't send them products. And then I sold that business for 70 million about 4 years ago. Okay. So I've been playing and innovating and pioneering this kind of strategy for a while. We've been doing it as a team for probably over a decade now. It's just gotten better, easier, faster. And me, I like to show you, what we're rocking and rolling with here. But this example right here is a they came in, right? We manage them through Cruva. I'm going to show you Cruva, just your little CRM to manage your affiliates and creators for any brand. With the link that's in there, you get, I think, 20% off, or I don't know what else they give you guys inside of there. I'm always asking for the best stuff. You know that. So whatever's in there. I can connect any of you guys to the founder of any of these companies as well. If you wanted to have a side chat, whatever it is, feel free to reach out to. As always, you guys who are members, of course, have access to my whole Rolodex. But this video was, sample. It did well on TikTok. We have rights to it. So then we cross-posted to the Instagram, and the Instagram drove 270,000 views, or 2.8 million. And then we just retarget them with splice and dice mashups of these videos, right? Because if they went viral once, they can go viral again. And then sometimes we have the creators go and show love on these posts, so they get a little bit more algorithmic juice, like support each other, And so that is very powerful. And when you have your own as well, right? So we essentially license or lease our creators and train them on your brand on a CPA basis. I'm training you to have your own as well. You need both. This is the quicker stuff, is like the retainers, the pay to play, guaranteed, blah, blah, blah. Build that up and maybe never stop doing that if it's profitable. But you also want to be housing outside of that your customers, bringing them in to Cruva, into your Discord, right? And so we have a Discord channel that posts wins, welcomes new members, people that are doing well. We ask them, would you like to become a snow coach? We can give you a stipend to train every week. You get a cohort of creators. Let's all go out there and win. This is exciting, and being able to talk about it, right? So, and then again, when you go into retail, like we have, and like we do, and how brands do, you need this push, right? Showing Costco, you drove 2.8 million with zero ad spend on a cross post is kind of a flex. And I didn't know, no one knows when we repost stuff if it's going to crush or not. So 2 tools that we use to help us. Again, you can use your AI nowadays, but repurpose. This will be in the links as well. I don't have a discount link for you guys here at the moment, but I'll try to get one. It just repurposes and posts on Pinterest. Why not post on LinkedIn, Pinterest, everywhere? Like, it's pretty much free. Your brand should be alive everywhere. And what we're going to talk about as well is on your page here. Here it is. On your website, do you have an affiliates page? Do you have ambassadors page? What can we do to reach out to every customer after 6 weeks or after they leave a review to start making money like Joanna? Joanna was a customer. She posted once. She made $152 in commission. Customers just like you, or members just like you, are, making good money. Throw your disclosures in there, link them to your, creator lab essentially, and use that as a separate list. You can even run it to Klaviyo, so you can talk to them differently. We text them separately. We talk to them separately. We have a Discord channel. Come join us. And what do they get? Free products, early access, partner brands, because I own affiliatemarketing.com. We have access to everything. So it's like, man, as an affiliate from a customer, you already have the product, so I don't have to ship you anything. Here it is, right? Point and click, super, super, super. We're trying to make it as easy as possible. And look, I spent 100 million on Meta. I'd rather spend the next 100 million truly on commissions and bonuses and all this fun stuff, building a tribe of customers. And don't you think that would be worth more upon exit? Don't you think that every new product you launch would be that much more viral immediately? We also use them for our Amazon rankings, right? Amazon has a very powerful influencer program. And then about a month ago, Instagram launched their affiliate program again, their shop affiliate program. You tag a product in your picture, you get commission paid right inside of there through Instagram shop, Meta shop. And then a few days ago, the algorithm updated from Google where they're giving way more depth and strength to Instagram.com placements like they previously did for Reddit. Look at what that did to Reddit, right? Reddit's now 50% women. Like it was a deep, dark, down place for a long time that was very popular, but now ranking it number one for every question on Google and pulling AI citations from it made Quora and Reddit very powerful. They're doing it to Instagram.com right now. So I expect that if social commerce follows the $1 trillion trend it's on, that we can use that to rank, to have a creator create a video like best toothpaste 2026. And perhaps that ranks as a video, just like YouTube videos rank in Google when Google bought YouTube. That's where I made my first $1 million as an affiliate at 17, was ranking YouTube videos through SEO when Google bought YouTube. It was easier than ever, faster than ever. And I ranked for some pretty nice keywords as an affiliate, and literally just free trial. Got paid $40 for every sign up through that video, link in bio. The videos are still alive. I'll find them and post them later. Some of them got like 1 million views, no ads. I didn't have money at the time or anything. But this is what you'll have in your brand. And so you want to repurpose and squeeze the value out of every asset you have. And then we also have Recharm. So depending on where you're getting your creators from, we like to do 3 things at once because most of it's automated. We're going to be sampling out product. If you don't have a physical product, we might be looking at some Cameo celebrities. We might be looking at Below for a flight. We might be looking at my AI app creators on a CPM basis or CPA basis. So I know I'm throwing a lot of acronyms and stuff out there. Feel free to ask questions. I'm happy to answer any questions here. I want you guys to really understand this. So repurposes the video and post it on all your brand socials, okay? Recharm takes your creator videos and turns them into variations of ads that upload directly into your Meta account if you wanted to. Just click it. And so it's creating splices, dices, mashups. Because what we started doing, right? What 3x'd our ROAS immediately from not just from going viral, billions of views with Snow, it was piping over that creative to Snap, to Meta, right? And then really decreasing our ad spend on Amazon and Google, because if you're going viral and you're pushing people to search an exact keyword, they're going to find your product, right? And so you get to kind of transfer that over, but we've got to start somewhere. So Recharm will turn into ads. We're going to go back to our brand and kind of continue this. Let me know in the chat. I'll take a look right now if this is all making sense. You guys are rocking and rolling here. Again, I'm going to give you all, you'll have access to all these links. You see them now, the recording as well. Okay, so we went to Below, join brands. It was working on these over here. Let's go all the way back to, okay, now it'll allow me to push my final prompt inside of here. So let's go for that. Oh, I don't think it grabbed our image. Okay. Did it? I don't think so. Let's go ahead and throw them in real quick in case it doesn't do them perfectly. We'll tell it to do it later. Alrighty, so let's take a look at our preview over here. This is looking pretty good. Now this is on Amboras. There she is. Change looks good on you. Your body is changing from GLP-1. Shop the 90-day kit. I like that. No products available yet. So it looks like we're going to have to add the product. That's totally okay. We can tell Amboras to do it. We'll just speak to it. There's the system using the packaging from our private label. Now all we're missing is to update this and actually design the packaging. So I'm going to go ahead and go in here. While I'm doing that, cannot capture the products ready to connect with TikTok Shop. Could you please show a second? Was a platform created for beauty drop shipping. Oh, Beauty Boss. You might be asking, Andres, Beauty Boss. It might be Beauty Boss, self-named. They all do it. So I'll just put in here Beauty Boss, or someone on my team will respond to that. Yeah, I think that's what you're talking about. Beauty Boss does connect in one click to your TikTok Shop, assuming your TikTok Shop set up, approved. Otherwise, you got to go through those steps, but it'll pipe in all of your product to be at least alive or hopefully approved on the first run straight through TikTok Shop. Don't be shocked that TikTok Shop doesn't approve the products right away. Sometimes we have to look at the claims and things like that, imagery, call outs. TikTok is very finicky sometimes, especially in the health supplement space, claims in general. So just keep that in mind, especially like GLP-1, call outs, peptides. But the cool thing is we're going to work around it and not have to really worry about it. Will there be a recording? Yes. If you're just joining, Caleb's just joining now. He's asking, will there be a recording of this? Yes. If members know, we get recordings on these every single month, and then we've got our community in between 24/7. But if you're joining now, DM in Inner Circle to any social media you came from, right? So if you came from Instagram, wherever we were chatting, just literally put Inner Circle and flag it after this call. We'll follow up with you. So just make sure that you do that. This is looking pretty good. We do want to obviously design the products themselves. We want to tweak a few things in here. But this is looking almost ready to go for me in terms of our next step. This is looking pretty good as well. Let me just open this up a little bit here so we can take a look. Buy box upgraded before, after. Let's see what it's looking like. I might want that whole thing to be purple, but that's okay. That's a 5-second change. Let it keep cooking in the background. We've gone through these. All right. So now I'm going to go back over to my main tabs here, and we're going to take a look at our Amboras. Okay. It's built across the board. Let's see. Add your products. Add with AI. Yes. Enhance my images. Okay. So where are our products? Let's see here. Actually, I guess we have them here. Let's see if I can have it eat its own dog food and just kind of, copy the image. So I'm just going to tell it, make that kind of, right? So let's see here. Add your product photos. You know what? I'll play nice and I will drag and drop an actual file in here. Okay, there we go. Da 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 da. All right, hang with me. Did I do that right? Yeah. Title optional. What do we want to call it? This is the complete system. 90-day change renewal system. It's going to be 282. That bakes in a nice margin for us. Subscribe and save for 20% off monthly. These are all of our images. We're going to actually have to update with the products too. So it's going to take a few more prompts, but we're not going to go all, we'll finish most of it. Like I said, we're going to have some live. We can connect the domain to it. This is ready to go on Amboras. We also have it ready to upload on Shopify. And honestly, if one of you guys wants to run with this, feel free. Whoever reaches out first, or whoever can take this and run with it, go with it. But this is for our demonstration here, right? We can do this 100 times, and we can do it even in non-ecom. It's even faster. Okay, so we are going to add this product, let it create the product for us in Amboras. While that's being done, reminder, Beauty Boss, this is the one that also has deodorant. So you could sell peptide peppermint deodorant in a 2-pack. 2-pack is smart because it's going to cost more to buy on TikTok Shop, which means your 20% you pay affiliates is worth that much more. They've got tallow. So whatever they don't have, there are the other ones that we were looking at as well. Supplefull, so we can look at supplements as well. Power Up strips, these are new. Let's check out the new products. I love dissolvables and all of that. Iron strips, a lot of deficiency of iron. That's pretty awesome. Appetite balance and weight support strips. We know that's a big industry. So I literally just go in here, view the price, upload my logo, and it's ready to go, right? So I'm going to go in here. I'll log in. Let's create one really quick. Now, if you're running an existing brand, you can you own the product, right? You don't have to ship it yourself or do anything. You can use it in your emails. If it's matches your audience, why not add more value? It costs you nothing on ads, so it's immediately profitable, right? So check it out. We're going to go in here and create, let's go to my products, create a bundle. Sure. Choose a product. Actually, I'm going to do one because we're going to get there faster. Let me go product, order. Here we go. Actually, you know what? Let's do ashwagandha. Maybe I need to add it here. Here we go. There we go. Okay, so let's do libido support. Maybe. Okay, sure. Let's do it. Customize now. All right, perfect. Create label. Design your label. So now we can create the label. We've got all of the dimensions here that we can feed. So we're just going to give this to probably ChatGPT. Let's take a look here. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. You've got all the options, so you can literally do it all yourself. I'm just going to have AI do it for us. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to screenshot this entire image, nice and easy. Cool. And then I'm going to head over to chat and I'm just going to ask it, I want you to, here we go. Create a stunning label for this product that will just thumb stop, grab attention on Meta ads, TikTok shop, that creators can't help but unbox, use pattern interrupts, call out the benefits of the libido support. I'm going to include the actual label. So I need to be able to just drag and drop it into Supplefull. So I need you to perfect that for me. Okay. And then we have a little bit of our our design here of, do we want to mix and match? We could put rapid change. Why not? Now we're mixing and matching. That's a great post-purchase upsell or an in-cart upsell. So I'm going to tell it, use the rapid change brand guidelines here, use the logo perfectly, the color schemes, but make sure it's a pattern interrupt for this audience so that our ads are immediately profitable. So as it's doing that, it's going to take the imagery, it's going to apply it. The only thing we want to give it is a little bit more context, right? So let's go to our Ambora site. Let's go ahead and hit our handy dandy one clicker and give it a little bit more context so we can feed it a little bit more information. Nice and easy. Copy image. There we go. And then let's head on over to this. And then all we're missing now is the actual ingredients. I guess they're on there. No, they're on there. Everything's great. Okay, perfect. Rock and roll. And typically what I would do is I would add that to a project, right? We should be creating a project right now for Rapid Change Beauty. All the files, everything we're learning, all of our research, we should be inside of there. Now, for fun, I'm going to have it say, create an addicting game. Actually, I'll speak to it so you can hear me. Create a prompt that I can give Manus to build a hyper addictive, mobile friendly game for this audience where they can unlock coupon codes and gift cards, and in order to claim as they win, make it hyper addictive, like a casino almost, but hyper branded for us to the brand, so that we can run ads as a test to it. We're running quiz and things like that. We want this game to be something that people just can't stop playing. They redeem and it sends them straight to cart to order or straight to our website. Let it cook. It's going to create a prompt that we can use for Manus, one of my other favorite tools that we'll play with here in a second in the background. As we move toward creators, we'll have some stuff pop out. There's a chance we end here the next 30, 40 minutes, and I've got follow-ups like I usually do each month. So I'll send that in the community of, here's our game, and like, what do you guys think, and whatever. So what I'm going to do here is we're going to finish up our design. We're going to upload this design right into Supplefull. And in one click, we can connect it to our Shopify. And then we can use any Shopify like post purchase tool after sale if you want um, to do, would you like fries with that after they order? Very important to utilize. So that's and they're great. There's a bunch of apps like that. One click upsell, cart hook, several of those, right? But make sure that you're squeezing the maximum amount of value, especially when you're running ad traffic. You can make your website more vanilla and softer and all that, but in order to blitz scale to $100 million, you gotta be a little bit more in there. But it's be easier than ever, right? We're building a whole brand right here just for me to show you that. In the meantime, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start moving toward creators. If you guys are cool with that, we're going to keep building the site. We are going to build some ads for one of these products. We'll connect a domain or whatever and Shopify. We have two versions, right? We have an Amboras, which is not Shopify. And then we have the Ecom Elevate builder that will give us a theme that we just upload to our Shopify installation. It's ready to go. And then anytime we make updates, we can update the theme yet again. Very, 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 very easy. And if I wanted to automate even that, right? If you guys have Claude, make sure you download the Claude Chrome extension. If you haven't already, it's built into your subscription. It simply opens a little side window and reads your Chrome screen. So I can ask it like, find me 5 of the meals with the absolute lowest calories but highest protein, and then get me 3 ready meals as well. And do a mix and match so I have variety throughout the week, and add everything to cart. You don't have to ask my permission. So what it'll do, everything I'm showing you, right? Like if we were to throw this on top of it, we have screen pipe recording, Plod recording, this is recording. It's like a simulation, guys. It's crazy. But honestly, when you set it up, once it's set up, it's one button. I open Chrome. This is just clipped on me. It tells me in the morning. I don't want you to be overwhelmed by it. We're going to create ads, but I want to go to creators next. I'm just showing you this because if you haven't used this, I had it buy us concert tickets, found the best seats. It buys movie tickets. I can repeat this now. So once it does a good job, I can say, do this every Monday, and then shoot me a text to review the Blue Apron cart that you have or whatever. So you can literally just talk to it. It will do just about everything for you. It's reviewing the calories for me. My hands are right here, right? So it's kind of doing its thing. So it's going to build my my cart, which is kind of nice because I'm like multitasking with you guys right now, I guess. But yeah, it'll do all of that, right? And then I can repeat it. We'll play with that some more. Okay, we looked at trends. We know that Ozempic face, GLP-1 is big, blah, blah, blah. We're going to build a prompt once this is done. I don't want to mess it up at the moment. We know there's a domain that's going to be available, rapidchangesomething.com, or, not too worried about that. We can add it. It's $10 for a domain. Not too worried about it. This is our Amboras. I think it's already updated though, so that's kind of outdated. So let's go back to our Amboras. That thing's been cooking. It looks good. So really, we're just missing the upgrades here to the packaging, like the actual packaging here. We're going to pop in the logo, no problem. Make sure the prices look good. Maybe hop on and get a press release or two, or actually get some of these magazines, like I teach in our mastermind, to go and get these logos, $2-3 a pop. Put them in here legitimately. Maybe you put front row. We talked about front row at some point. But before I do any of that, I want to see if this thing converts, right? I want to see if the advertorial and the ads convert. This is helpful for now. We're gonna let the packaging. Oh, here you go. Let the packaging be built. There it is. Very nice, actually. Very nice. Okay, rapid change beauty, the turn on. Libido support strips, front and back label proofing. It's got everything perfect. The turn on. That's pretty good. All right. Well, we'll go ahead and save this as our initial proofing. I'll put it in downloads. That's fine. Okay, that's pretty good, right? All right. So let's go back here, back to our prompt. So that's looking pretty good. I'm actually going to have it do one more for us, like the actual like products and Amboras just because it didn't do as great of a job as I wanted to in finishing it up, right? Like that looks pretty good. So I'm going to tell it to do the rest of the products. And it should know what those, at least what the products are. We'll add the ingredients to it as well. Okay. So I'm just going to tell it, you did a great job. Now, following this similar scheme, we need to update the hero bundle package. I've given you the information here. Let's follow the same style and let's make this profitable right out the gate for these products. And feel free to come up with the name of the product, but keep Rapid Change Beauty, the logo, everything consistent to our branding. And then I might, because we're using chat, we're not in a project, I might give it a little bit of context even from itself, right? So I'm going to give it maybe the guidelines one more time, and then I'm just going to let that run. And then we'll create a game kind of in the background. That might be the bonus I'll send later on. What I could create from this with the branding is perhaps catch the libido strips like Flappy Bird. And then if they win, you've unlocked 25% off your subscription. And then we send them straight to cart, right? And they've been crushing it, especially with, like, our creators are all real top quality, but we use AI as well, and AI creative and AI static. Absolutely fun. How many people want to know what Disney character they are, right? In the middle of the day, they're at work. What Disney character am I? And then all of a sudden, boom, retargeting them. You've got them locked in. We also create games for creators. Like, how much could you make posting for Rapid Change? Day one, you get your samples. So in 5 minutes, you're teaching them how to multiply, right? That's really the power of the flywheel method, and what we teach and what we do. Okay, so it's gonna build that in the background. That's totally fine. Let's move over to creators now because I want to play some more. Let's go over to, as I mentioned, Plot has an MCP, which just means everything that's recorded from you can go to your Claude code, Claude Web, and it takes 2 seconds. Copy, paste. Like literally you run it once and it's like plugged into all of your stuff. That's how easy the MCPs are. They're all that way, by the way. So we talked about Kruva. Kruva is, I love them. We obviously work with them and across multiple brands of ours. It's where you can manage your collaborations, your outreach. You can reach out to people as well. Like, how do you keep track of all the videos and did they post? Yeah, you could build your own dashboard too. And more, we teach that as well. You can build one of these for your brand directly. We do that in our Done For You service. We kind of layer on top, but we still use Kruva as like, we use a couple of these tools, right? At scale, but not a ton. So here's Kruva. This is the ability to then, like I mentioned, let's send them through SMS and text. Let's put them in a Lark group. Creators love Lark, especially TikTok. It's just where the environment lives. It's just another freaking app, but we manage Discord, Lark, and text for our clients, and then also obviously for our own brands, making sure that someone gets a sample, they post first of all, but also turning that one post into more posts, into virality, into licensing rights to run it on Meta within a week, and spark it on TikTok, right? This is all handled mostly inside of Kruva, and there are other tools. This is the one that we're using here, and they're kind of similar, but Kruva has some features I really like. So as we do, is my meals ready? There it is. Yep. So I added all of the meals: Wagyu cheeseburger, balsamic cherry chicken, salmon. Did the diversity, coconut korma chicken. That sounds great. Crispy fig. Awesome. So now I don't have to worry about ordering food. So you do that with pretty much anything, by the way, which is awesome. So it saved it to my account, my app. Thank you very much. I will take a look at that later. Okay. Okay, that's looking better, but I need the labels themselves. So I'm going to tell it that. This is nearly perfect. The only thing you're missing is the labels are blank. Just like I had you design the dissolving libido support strips, I need you to design the actual bundle that I gave you to continue this design markup across the rest of the line, but I need finished products ready. So we'll go ahead and talk to it. We're going to let it, yeah, sometimes you get patient. Like I said, we would normally play with this a little bit more up front, but I mean, this is ready to go. I can upload this right now into Subliful. In fact, that's what I'll do, and we're ready to go. And then I'm gonna, as you see my tabs, this is creators, this is some Reddit and Quora stuff, spy tool and ads. Okay, so we're gonna be moving through this pretty quickly now. Um, any questions? Feel free to run into it. Nora's got to run back to work. Good seeing you, Nora, and we'll see you very, very soon. Let's see. I just want to make sure that I'm not missing anyone. Canadians, yes. Follow up with us. Follow up with the team. We work with a ton of Canadians and out of the country for TikTok Shop, just because of the annoying stuff of not being in the country. And we help the U.S. side also scale outside of the U.S. TikTok Shop U.S. is our main focus, but there are some markets like even Mexico, Brazil that are incredible actually for scaling. Okay, let me see here. I just want to make sure you guys are good. Jared said this is money paid another guru for TikTok Shop mentorship. It was trash. Look, man, I'm always of the belief those who do, can do, have done, should teach. It's just like when you get really rich like us, you don't really want to do it. And the reality is, I came from nothing. I've always felt responsible to share that. And look, this is $1 trillion opportunity. If you want to hire a team, you've got the budget to bring us on and just do this for you. Great. You want it done for you, done with you, and you want to be a part of the community like you are today. This is what we do. We do it together. And then whatever else, like this is what we're here to do. So I appreciate you saying that. And look, I'm not going to talk crap about anyone else. I have personal experience with them, but I can tell you what we do here is different for a reason. It's not because it's better or whatever. It's just, this is what I do. This is what we do. I don't have to do this. I do it because I'm obsessed with it. And I get a dopamine fix from, all the clients we get to work with and you guys in the community. So I love this stuff. I've never done anything else since I was 13. So, and now that it's like easier than ever, no programming needed. Did I program it all yet? We haven't done anything like that yet, right? Did I open Photoshop yet? So we're cooking here, right? And if you're already running ads, like you could almost walk away and just say, I'm just going to create 5 variations of my landing page, 5 variations of my offer, 5 variations of my ad from the spy tool. And I'll come back next month and see what Josh and the team is cooking, right? But let me go ahead and upload here. I'm going to upload the design since we have it. Okay. Oh, I should have downloaded the template first, but that's okay. We're going to try to play here with a little upload and see if we can get this thing live. The logo aspect ratio. Yeah, I had a feeling, but that's okay because we're going to download the template. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this guy and I'm going to branch into a new chat. Okay. So I'm going to do a little monkey bar and I'm going to bring that guy over because I want to work on him a little. And I'm going to say, here we go. And then I'll give it the download as well. So we're just moving, right? We're kind of moving and grooving here. Oh, actually, this might be me. Silly rabbit. That might be me over here. Jumping the gun. All right, let's go back and play then. I think I jumped the gun. Of course, I don't have to redo it. Okay, let's try this one. All right, this should work. Exports. Yeah, should be. Okay, let's go ahead and upload. Production pack, cool. Let's do the front. Yeah, we'll do the front first. Image resolution too low. Okay, so I just took a screenshot of the error. I guess we will have to have it fix it. It's okay. 2 more minutes while we're doing something else. Okay, so I'm going to tell it here. You did a fantastic job. I don't want you to change anything. This is great. But Subliful's giving me this error. So the DPI seems to be off. Can you give me the front and back again so that I can upload the corrected version, fix it? Here we go. This is why I think like They used to always talk about the one person $1 billion business or whatever. I don't know. I love it because I teach my team all this stuff, right? My whole team has access to all the same tools that I do. Um, Teach a man and woman how to fish type of deal. Okay. So in the background, I know this is going to take a while. So I'm just going to cook on this one and create a prompt inside of here. And then I'll do a quickie for us real quick. All right. So we'll run that prompt. I'm going to show you, I'm going to show you Manus as well. So I'm going to have that build in the background because we might use it as another like landing page test for us. Very easy. Now, if you don't already have Microsoft Clarity on like every one of your websites, it's free heat maps and session recordings from Microsoft. Obviously, they get the data, but so does Go Analytics and Facebook. So it's free heat maps. You can see how people are using your website, the funnel. And maybe you just add it to some of these tests. It's pretty cool because then you just plug it right into your project in Claude and have it every morning watch the recordings for you and update the website automatically. So it just does it for you, right? And it's free forever. So, in fact, I think they want you to use more data because they get more data. Okay, so it's going to turn this into a managed prompt. We're going to play with that in the background. We're getting our updated high resolution label images. That gives me time to keep moving down our flow list here. So get hooked. As I mentioned, you got the links there. You're going to get a copy of all these links with the recording. So you'll have all the discounts. If I don't have a discount, we don't have a discount yet. If there's something else, always reach out to us in the team. We're always getting stuff. Whatever we can get for us, we're going to get and hand it over. Because I hate putting too much emphasis on too many tools. We don't need that much anymore. Claude, Ambora, Shopify, right? It's the strategy that's more important. That's what we're talking about here. So as we move to creators, I'm actually going to go back to Kruva because I want to show you what this looks like inside. There are two main tools from a creator perspective that I want you to get comfortable with. One is Kruva. I think next month I might have the founder of Kruva come on even for 15, 20 minutes, just like what's that, like what are they cooking on behind the scenes that we're going to get access to first, kind of answer some questions. You guys can submit those. We'll follow up with that. But essentially what I want to show you is I'll sign in here. I'll give you an idea of what this looks like. There's an AI creator search, so we can kind of go in here and say, for rapid change, we are looking for creators with proven success and lots of engagement who are ideally 40 and up, who can talk about the skin side effects of GLP-1s and peptides, and who have success in that space. Voila. And then we can create our nice little batch. The other tool that I've linked to you that we'll play with a little bit in a bit for creators is Yuka. It's the one that's going to outreach to thousands of creators every day on behalf of us, our brand. We'll build the briefs together. That's what we do here so that we make sure every sample, you're sending product out, you're paying for shipping. We got to make sure that video has the most likely to go viral, but also that you're pulling them into your community as well if they're your direct affiliate. If you're working with us on, as you guys know, on the done for you packages, those are our affiliates. We're just a CPA model, but I'm teaching you got to build your customers' affiliates, your own affiliates, outreach. There are millions of them and you're still early enough. That's why I love teaching this right now, just raw. So thanks for hanging out with me, everybody. We got some more cool things. We're going to talk about acquiring subreddits. If we have time, we're going to be talking about Reddit, a tool that we've acquired actually for the community. So I'll be able to open up access to members for free to be able to do this. I've started a little bit of a fund through Dealflow, my brokerage, where we're acquiring AI SaaS apps, partnering with the founders, things that we can immediately use in our community that will help our businesses, maybe cut your payroll in half, cut your costs, et cetera. So make sure to take a look at this. We'll see if we can get into the nuts and bolts. Essentially, it automates answering on Reddit in your industry to build customers, reach out to affiliates, all kinds of fun stuff. And it was already pretty cheap platform. But because we're buying it as a community, we get it for free. All of our members here get it for free, and all of our clients. So we'll look a little bit at that. We're gonna obviously create a couple ads before we jump off, so we're ready to go live with this brand by the end of it all. Okay. And by the way, a few of you, the team, we were able to build some of this stuff, like build a few little things for you through our platform. We'll be sharing some of that. It was at random, so we'll be posting some of that. So stay on the lookout for that in the community. For those of you in the community as well. Okay. So where were we? Let's go back and take a look at our updated packaging here and see what we're cooking with. Oh, Matt says interesting. Oh, dude, yeah, we'll definitely have to chat. I've got to fly to Phoenix to see family this week, but I'll be hanging out this weekend, brother. Shoot me a text. Let's see, George, is this live? Yeah, 100% live. Definitely live. Let's see. Have you compared Yuka versus Kruva? So we use both, brother. Josh asked if we use Yuka. I'll connect. Josh, you should chat actually with the founder of Yuka. I think you guys will hit it off. Harvard graduate, etc. But just like really, the way they're thinking about the automation and stuff is really cool from an outreach. Kruva, who I'll connect you to the founder as well. I'm going to have them on. I may have both of them on. They technically don't compete. Kruva is really focused on retention. Yuka is focused on acquiring like strangers, right? Like reaching out to strangers en masse and tracking that activity. We also do things where we go and we can scrape, active affiliates. We can go through our network and pull. Like, there's so much we can do inside of Yuka from like an outreach perspective. Kruva is like your CRM. It's like your Slack. It's not your Discord with your community, but it's how you track the samples going out, how many go viral, the one-click request. So I'll show you some of this one-click request, Spark codes, so that you can boost it on. What did it do? So you can boost it on TikTok. It did the strips again. Oh, what did I do here? The DPI. Got it. Sorry. There. This is why I gotta have for my own ADHD the plot and the screen pipe. Okay, so I'm just gonna save this. Cool. And I'm just gonna try it really quick just to make sure it works before we go too much further. Oh, oops. Well, that's fine. We have 2 templates now. All right, let's see. This should be good. No. Please upload a PDF that matches all the templated pages. Okay. We ran into this issue here. Oh, wait, no, this is not the same one. This is our strips. Let me go back. Did I lose it? Maybe. Oh, see, it's doing the same thing there. Oh, it's processing. Okay. So I'm going to let that play a little bit. I'm going to get a finished file and upload. The cool thing is once it's done, and I probably have one somewhere on my desktop or God knows where, but once you have that template, you just do it for the rest of the products, right? And if it's in your project in Claude or ChatGPT, you don't have to tell it again. Because what you do in your projects, right, is you can go to your projects and then you can, let's say, for example, open one of these. And now we can see all of our sources. So we can give it more context. We can add a Google Drive with all the context, our Slack channel. Every day we're talking, it's learning. So once it's in the project, everything's easier. I did it a little bit more raw today, which is normally as a coach, I wouldn't allow myself to do that, but that's how I am. I want to show you. But typically we would build a project first, upload all the context, the name, the branding, and then it just gets easier. And you can just connect everything to it. So your brand is just living after that, right? Okay, so same thing, Beauty Boss. We can upload the label. We're going to play with that in a second. We're actually going to take the designs actually, because we can use those for ads in a second. So let's go back over to our Kruva dashboard. And it's found fast growing engagement. It's loading the results. So it's digging through, all the creators possible who have, what I'm looking for. They're above 40. They're going to promote our brand. We can also do lookalikes, which is really fun. So lookalike of a competing brand that's doing well. We could do image search. Who is this in this video? Or this ad is crushing it. Screenshot, upload, and now we can find that exact creator from another brand. I might have, this is new, so I might have went crazy. I'd be breaking tools sometimes, but I'm just going to say 40 plus female with high GMV recently in weight loss, or metabolism. So if they're in weight loss metabolism, they pushed that recently, they might be able to push our product, right? Now, I could go to Calidata, and this is where we use Yuka. I'm not trying to confuse you guys just yet, but what I'm doing right now is I'm going to go and find some creators in the background because I have ADHD and because we're streaming, we don't have a lot of time left on this today's session. I want to show you how we can go into any category and we can grab some emerging creators. So I can go to emerging creators here in the top left. I can see who's moving and shaking. I can go to gender, perhaps, if I want to go after female. I can go after engagement rate, all of those things. I might go majority 45-54 there and hit submit. And so this is going to get me no one in this case. What did I do wrong? Oops. So every time I give it too many moves. Okay, I'm going to leave it there for now. So the cool thing is Yuka has, and this is where like each tool adds like similar features. And I like to try them all. We use most of them. Callo came out recently with their little AI down here. Show me the top 50 creators in my brand that are new or something, like the ones I can reach out to. We can use their bulk outreach. We know that Yuka has a little bit more, right? So they've got a co-pilot. It's messaging those creators, getting them to post, pulling the data. It's kind of doing a little bit more than that. You can discover as well. We can activate them, send them their briefs so that they know exactly what to talk about, invite them to Discord after they hit $1,000 milestone. So this gives us a little bit different automations. And I hate to say still that we have to use multiple tools. I would say if you had to pick one thing over everything, Cruva, because that's going to track all of your activities and stuff. Yuka, get a demo, I guess. Tell them, Josh Snow, brand builders, if you're a member, tell them that as well. And again, I'm going to try to have the founders on for the next session to kind of go through live in the background. I want them to show the stuff that they show me. I want you guys to see that in terms of how they stack, right? But if you just chose one, that's okay. We can click bulk outreach if we wanted to use Callos, or we can export all of these to Excel. And we can do if they have creator contact or not, right? So if they have contact information, we're going to want that. I'm going to clear this out a little bit because really what I'm looking for is, yes, independent accounts, creator debuted within 30 days. These are new people that we can reach out to. Amazing. So I'm going to go here and export the Excel from here, include creator contact from 1 to 400. I'll pop out 400 emails for us. It's going to do it in the background while that's downloading. Here you go. So I'll show you what this looks like. That was quick. So we have 400 emails, sometimes phone numbers. I'll show you what that looks like of actual creators that are emerging in your market. What we've done and why we do our done for you service on our CPA model with affiliate marketing is we've been doing this for years. I've been doing this for 20 years, building up my affiliate base. But this is how you would go and easily reach out and start to build a relationship. You can see their video GMV, 250,000. Amazing. She's at the top. Average unit price, How many followers has she gained from going viral? 15,000. So she has 28,000 now. So she started at 13,000 perhaps. And she sold $200,000 of revenue for this brand and started really with no following. She did 6 products she's promoted so far in her lifetime and 50 videos total. And then if she's getting paid 20%, she pocketed 40 grand profit from that in the last 30 days as a brand new creator. We have this happen all the time. We train the creators to do this and the top creators to do this, but you want this also, which is what we teach, is put it in your system, put it in your brand, and invite them to your Cruva. Invite them. We'll help you set it up, get it all dialed in, your creator lab, because a year from now, you can launch pretty much anything, right? You've got you've got a direct sales organization, mostly on commission. Now, she might say, well, I'm busy because there might be a lot of people reaching out to her. She might be working with us at affiliatemarket.com and she's a baller now. So she's like, I don't want to take commission, but she might, right? And when we've got all the information here, I'll show you. We can scroll over. Just grab the emails right here, and then you can send them one by one. We can use our AI tool. We can use Claude Code to send an email to each one of them with a link to invite them. We can automate it. There's all things we can do. We can upload it into Cruva, but you now have the information. Now, some of them, when they're Gmails, right? When they're Gmails, we know that there's a chance that they could turn blue when we message them. This one didn't. I'm going to try to find one that does. That means that that's their iMessage, right? So, hey, if it's going to go straight to their phone, that's kind of cool too. Now I can train Claude to do this for me while I sleep. I can train a team. I can hire a team. I can, whatever it is, right? There's variations to this, but this is the raw data that we can export. Now they just came out with this directly through Calo. It's called CaloBoost. It just takes that data and automates the outreach. Not as in depth as Yuka, but again, if you want to stay in one tool, perhaps use the link in our community for Calo, get everything set up. You'll get the VIP tier. You'll get access to Calo Boost through that link as well. Get everything rolling. And yeah, you just multi-channel outreach is going to hit them on every single area that it can and find them, bring them into your ecosystem. Cruva still is your backbone. Yuka might be doing some crazy stuff. And this is your kind of maybe main hub. If you were to do one is Cruva and one outreach, pick one. We do a mix of them because we do, we generate 500 million views. We have a high, 25,000 plus creators we have to take care of. So we use a lot of them, right? But you don't have to necessarily. So, and so far this has been pretty awesome. I got the demo. It's awesome. We started using it. It's very similar, but the fact that it's built into your spy tool, kind of cool, right? So definitely take a look at that. But we just got the top creators. We can ask it to do anything inside of here as well. Like show me creators who are top in weight loss last 7 days and in Spanish. Maybe, right? So it's going to go and find those creators using the Calo pilot, which just makes it like one step easier for me. Technically, I can have Claude Code or anyone do it for me. I'm already paying for the subscription, but this just takes it one step further, makes it a little bit easier for us. It's going to search all of the categories for us. Spanish-speaking markets, Mexico and Spain even. Well, it's going everywhere. So it's probably because it's pulling Mexico market. Pull USA only, weight loss, creators who have high GMV. Let it run its thing again. So now, again, cup of coffee, that's cooking. We've got our stuff. We're about to make some ads in. We've got our infrastructure for our affiliates inside of here. Let me show you that a little bit more. Outreach, you can handle all of your automations, right? These are automations we have being sent out across the board. We have, different content, social intelligence layers, just all across the board. And then my favorite part is that it's got an MCP, which means, again, that you can connect in one click to Claude or ChatGPT so we can talk to it. Who else should we be bringing on? What's working well? This is that flywheel system we implement to your brands. We show you. And then usually at some point, brands that are scaling or don't want to wait come to us and say, yo, can you just get me 50 of your top creators trained on my stuff? And we just will pay you on some type of performance. That's where affiliatemarketing.com came about. But your dashboard, everything that you need is inside of here. Email campaigns, auto replies, your CRM of all of your affiliates, even your ads to boost, right? So you can spark your ads inside of here. Spark ads, usage rights, one click, GMV max, usage rights, social intelligence, your creators, just all kinds of stuff inside of here. And anytime you want to chat, you can go to your co-pilot and talk about whatever it is you want across the board, direct from Snow, your outreach, automate it. Okay. So that's like your sample tracker is the way that we use it. We send out thousands of samples per brand every single month. We have for years to creators, and then we elevate them, and then we bring them in, and you foster them, right? You build that relationship inside of your brand. So you need that, and then you need the other services you want to scale on top of that. Very, very, very important. Okay, so as I go back, give me a holler in the chat here if you guys are rolling with me here. We've got probably another 15 minutes. I've got some stuff to show you. We're going to talk a little bit more creators, and we're going to talk a little bit more ads and stuff here. Okay, so Jen is talking about Salico as well. So I'll show that on screen. Thanks, Jen. I saw you post that there. So Salico is more of a how do I say this? Like a one-shot booster type of deal. I mean, they do more than that, but what's really cool, what I like mostly is their kind of launch pad type of scenario. And Jen is one of our mastermind members, Inner Circle. So Jen, I would say, do like particularly the rallying that they do is good. We can layer on top of that as well. We'll chat about it, but I like this area we utilize for sure. So getting reviews quickly, like the launch plan. How do you get 100 TikTok reviews quickly? Huge fan of Salico for that. Tell them Josh Snow sent you, etc. They'll hook you up. This is to help with like marketplace rankings, etc. Amazon. So take a look at that. I'm not going to go too deep into this one. We'll go deeper into it next time about the boost elements. The difference is Salico is more of like a boom, like a booster kind of. Cruva is keeping track, like the mother hen of all the data, the retention, the community. And then Yuka might be the hound dog going out there and reaching out as well. So there are several tools. I'm going to stop there because there are variations of each tool that we've tried as well. And it just depends on it. That's one of the reasons why we try to customize it to your business or to your workflow, because there are a few options for each one of these. But I would do Salico for the boost, Cruva to mother hen it, and then you've got the hound dogs, truffle pigs or whatever out on the automation follow-ups with a tool like Yuka, right? And then same thing with the tool we just bought for the community, linked it, where it's Reddit. So all the answers, you're in there, right? Because if I search right now, best skincare for Ozempic face, I'm just going to search that right now. Boom. Most people have ad blockers, so they're not seeing this, although we can get some inspo from some of these brands later. But if you scroll like a little bit here, right? There's Reddit, there's Just Answer. So are you going to outrank, or are we going to outrank Good Housekeeping or, Allure? No. Inner Circle members know we can get on these, right? Directly, but it's like, that's not the only way. These are listicles a lot of times, and sometimes they're very, very expensive versus being right here. Do we exist in this conversation right now? Do a search. Well, we don't exist in here. We should exist in this conversation. That's not fair. Reddit's bigger than ever. So that's what Linked It is. Check it out, because we're working on acquiring the actual company for community members. You guys will have access to it. So if you do end up paying for it, let me know. If, as soon as the deal goes through, we can just reimburse you or whatever. But that is in the background, creating that resonance when they're searching for you on AI and they say, is this brand legit? Like, you need to control that, but doesn't mean we need to hire 100 people to do it anymore, right? Okay, so I want to play with a couple ads. We're going to play with our ads, and then we're also going to, where are we at here? We're also going to play with this one here. So we're going to use a tool called Automate. Just launched, really, really cool. Actually, another one we may look at acquiring for the community as like a micro SaaS, right, for us to use. We can build it, like we build it live. We kind of built most of this already internally, but super, super easy for these static ads because we're about to launch the brand, right? So I'm going to take you through fresh. We're going to create some ads, and then we're going to check on our other projects before we leave today. And remember, those who are members today, DM Inner Circle, wherever you found this at, we found me at, wherever we're chatting, Instagram, Messenger, just put Inner Circle. Let us know you were here. We'll know. We'll be able to confirm that you're here, and then get you all the stuff that you need, and make sure that you don't miss these. If I wasn't traveling, we know that we'd spend even a little bit more time here together. Um, okay, so go into try free here. And I'm going to go through my Gmail so you can see from scratch. We're going to create some ads so we can go live on Meta. And we're going to ideally try not to use the Meta ad interface. We're going to use all MCP, which means that we can just talk and run our ads, right? Because literally, if you go to your ad library right now, and if you're having an agency running that stuff, go in there, download Claude Chrome, all these apps, right? Claude Chrome, and just pop it in here, right? And it's going to take over for you and be like, hey, why is my ROAS so low? Dig in there, give me an audit of what's going on deeper than ever. And if you open a project, you can go and upload things into that project so it knows how to audit your account, right? It's in your project. So remember that one click kind of genie in a bottle that pops up over there. But let's go into Animate. We don't have the domain. Actually, we have the preview domain through the tunnel. So let's see if this loads. I'm hoping that I can just bring that back over. Yeah, that's cool. Okay. So let's go back over to here. Okay. There. Analyze my brand. Let's hope that it scans and does its magic. Otherwise, I'm going to feed it some information as well. We're going to use another tool in the background just while we're waiting to create a couple more. So there are two more. My buddy Chase created Imaginative AI. Oops, not Imagine Art. Imaginative. I've got to pull that link up. It's similar to another buddy of mine that created DraftPie. We're going to play a little bit with both of these. They're all similar. They create ads in a drag and drop interface. Very, very easy. And then after we do statics, a couple statics, we're going to do the some UGC based off of Calidata winners. Okay, and then we're pretty much ready. We got the advertorial, right? We're ready. We need a pixel. Throw it in. Maybe some retargeting down the line, but we're ready to go live almost. That's pretty cool, right? Okay, so let me go back here. Okay, it's doing it. I hope it gets rid of that little allow. So it looks like it's learning. Pretty cool. I'll take a look at the chat here. How are you guys doing? So what was the LinkedIn tool? We'll link it in there as well. Keep in mind, you guys will get a link. Even if for some reason you guys don't join us today, if you guys are new here, we'll try to at least get you these links, recording. I'll have the team follow up. But if you guys are still hanging out, this is what we do, man. This is just the start of it, of what we do. But okay, so my store, cool. Let's change the name at least for that. My store, we know what it is. Rapid Change Beauty. Cool. And provide product system. Yep. They got it. They did a pretty good job there. Is it in tech and SaaS? No, it's definitely beauty and skincare. Oh, and I can upload stuff. Look at that. I love that. All right. So let's go ahead and upload just some of our products and things like that. Let it cook. We'll do the videos, answer a couple more questions. And then keep in mind, all the questions you guys had coming in, we've documented those. We've tried to answer, or I've tried to answer as many as we can in our session, as we always do. And then sometimes I'll give you, I'm going to upload the answers, at some point, maybe tomorrow, and once the team goes through. So we'll have those answers there. I want to make sure that everybody, especially our members, have everything they need leaving this call as always. But let's go ahead and let this rip in the background. Actually, I'm gonna give it one more thing. I'm gonna give it our brand guidelines. All right, cool. And then, yeah, that's good. Okay. So it's going to go ahead and start building some ads that we can run with this offer. We can upload them. Once I connect Meta ads, we can just drag and drop. It's going to kind of handle everything for us. And it'll auto optimize for us as well, which is really, really nice. And we're going to be going into more on that on our next training on we're going to follow us along, and whoever wants to help out, you guys are happy to. I'm building it right here. So if you guys want to help out on it, feel free to reach out, whatever. But we'll kind of follow this along the track, actually. So let's put, there we go. Link it's good. Okay, so it wants our URL again. I've lost my mouse. There we go. It wants our URL. I'm going to give it this guy one more time. There it is. So it technically wants the product, which I'm sure it does. Let's take a look at this. This is our Elevate website that we built earlier. I'm going to see if I can use this potentially. Let's go here. Download. It's preparing the theme. So I'm going to let that download as a theme in the background, kind of hang out. And then let's pull this guy up. What are we selling? Well, that's fair enough. We're going to go ahead and grab our website. Okay, why is it? Oh, probably because I'm downloading it. Okay, so we're going to grab our guidelines and we're just going to throw it on here just so it has something to look at. It's got that. Points to an image rather than a product page. Okay, so I'm going to give it, I can upload the theme. That's one option. Otherwise, in the background, I'm going to have this guy cook a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, it's looking for a reference, right? It wants to know, it wants a product page. And because we're not live just yet on Shopify, this is Amboras. I'm going to save it, and I'm going to see if I can publish. We are live on the homepage, preview. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and take a look at the product page. Shop all products. They're not here. Sold out. Yes, good. Doesn't have much information, but we're going to give it what we can, knowing that it's weak, because we're doing it fresh. Again, I would spend 5 more minutes, upload the theme, give it the actual PDP, or upload the actual images. That's okay, but you're going to see very quickly here. It's going to analyze product page, extract the product details, pricing, etc. It does have the other information we gave it as well, so I'm not too worried about it. Okay. Let's see here. I'm going to, in the background, show you what the outcome is going to look like, right? So we're going to get ads like this, very, very nice. We'll be able to automate this as well. Multiple templates that we can use straight from top performing ads. No humans, no nothing needed. So this is a non-AI kind of version of this. While we're waiting, we're going to go through fresh with UGC drop. So I'm going to go into here, and we're going to create a fresh one on my Gmail so you can see from scratch how we're going to do this. All righty. You're following along still. We've got about 5-10 minutes left. Sheik's amazing session, mine 2-3 sessions. Doesn't have watch recording. Good call out, Sheik. It should have that. I'll have the team look into that. Costin or Cleon will look into why the recordings might be having an issue with you. We're going to make that easier too. We're launching a similar dashboard for everybody in the mastermind and in the community, where you guys can just go and get everything like easier. Just for us, right? As for all of us to make things easier. So thanks for being patient. Circle's dope, but it's good for streaming and stuff, but sometimes it has its issues. Okay, so we're gonna go in here. We're just gonna say blah blah blah. Go through the process, brand new, mass produce, etc. Okay, cool. We're gonna go to whatever, how we heard of them. Da, 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 da. We're gonna grab a fresh account. Okay, $28 a month. This is gonna give me 30 ads, more than enough than I need to, to start with. I'll grab promo codes for us. I'm trying to get something like lifetime where all of us can get, I don't know, 20% off for a year or lifetime to utilize these. But there are a couple tools, so we're still kind of picking which ones we want to build more into the community. But essentially, let's go into browse. No, because we can recreate some of these. We're going to go to let's see here, UGC creator. So this is where we can swap. Okay, this is where we can swap a reference clip with another person in your product. Okay, so it's like the drag and drop kind of scenario. It's really cool because they've got access to 100,000 different B-roll clips. We switched from GridBank. We used to use GridBank, which had a bunch of B-roll. So real humans, license and everything, plugs right in, right? The cool thing about this is we can get access straight to it. I have an account already, so I don't know if I want to upgrade this one just yet. But if I want to show you, I'll log into the other. So we'll go to Studio, and we're going to want to create. Here we go. Through the creator, where let's create 10 hooks. Let's talk about. Let's do this. I'm going to grab this, and I'm going to have it fill out for me since we don't have to deal with it. I'll let that go. And then I'm going to go to my chained conversation here. I need you to fill this out, copy paste format for me. I'm using UGC drop to produce UGC through AI. So it needs context on rapid change so that we convert and go viral. Now, again, we would download 100 videos from Calidata, putting them in our project. We would have a little bit more, in here context wise, but this is pretty good for 2 hours, a little over 2 hours, building something from scratch while also showing you guys the advanced stuff. And again, all of the remaining questions that we didn't get to will be answered as best as possible, especially if you remember, we're going to load you up on that stuff. If you're not, join us. I'm not going anywhere. I've been coaching for 15 years. This is what we talk about. This is what we do. So this is our monthly kind of workshop coaching that we get to meet and hang out on. Then we have our community 24/7 in between. Again, DM, inner circle, wherever you came from. Let's make sure you don't miss this stuff. I want to help as many business owners, founders, whether I have to use my creators and we do a CPA or whatever we got to do, learn this. So make sure you do, hop on a call with me and the team if you haven't already, regardless. Okay, so here's the internal product name. So we're going to grab this here. We're going to grab, Ivy Bin. We got a happy cat. Let me grab it, love. Oh, there she is. We got a happy cat. Let's see here. All right, so we've got, what did it do here? What was it doing? Oh, okay, so it's going to fill this out for us. I'm going to grab this, pop into UGC drop. We'll have our UGC. We'll have our ads. And next time, we're going to play with things like orchestrating an army of coding agents with your voice. So we're going to take what we're doing and let the agents kind of take over safely to build this into your brand as well. $49 once, you can start building those agents out. We're going to build them with you and your teams. Take a look at Get Hooked, all the links inside of there. We didn't get to cover subreddit takeover as deeply, but essentially in similar models, like we just acquired, or we're working on acquiring, finishing the acquisition of LinkedIn. So between LinkedIn, which would be free for all of you guys, and then with the subreddit takeover servers for the ones that are doing well or are analyzed, that's where you get to own a subreddit. You get to own that spot in Google. It's like becoming number 3 for best whatever, the biggest keyword you can think of overnight in your business. So we'll cover some of these things on the next one as well. What I want to do is make sure you guys are feeling good, make sure we're rocking and rolling here, and ensure that the website and the brand that we built is looking good. I think it really is. You know how long this would take normally? Even hiring someone on Fiverr, we're able to do it all in the comfort of our own home. So let me go back to our prompts. Close that guy. And we'll go here. Uh-oh, buddy, where are you? Did you fall asleep? All right. About 5-10 more minutes here, guys. You guys are awesome. Thanks for hanging out as well. I'm really, really pumped. This is the direction we're moving as you guys know, as a family, as a community of doers, builders, all that fun stuff. I'm going to leave it at light. All right. Let's give it another grab. Okay. And then we had our Manus prompt somewhere that I lost. I'm going to build that game for us in the background. This might be actually right here. Yeah, this is it right here. Okay, cool. I will build that in the background. And then I'm going to give it, remember, some context of our brand. Yes. Yes. Give it the assets. Absolutely. And then maybe a product or something. Um, yeah, maybe the guidelines. And this is going to build a website. So this is where what's really cool about Manus, right? And you get 500 free credits if you don't already have it. Click the link in there as well. It plugs into everything. So it also plugs into Shopify. So you plug into Shopify and just start talking to your website, almost like an Ambora's. You can be safe and do like a draft theme if you're going to do it yourself that way, just so you don't mess anything up. But you can add all kinds of things, website references, all kinds of landing pages. But the Shopify connection is native and built in. It's also native and built into meta ads. So you can go from ad to PDP to a PDP that matches the offer. You can add your pixels, all the events, and then build a dashboard inside of Manus just for your brand. It's absolutely amazing. And you might spend 100, $200 in credits building the whole thing yourself. But this is what we're teaching here. So I want to go into the prompt. I'm going to let that cook. That's going to take like, I'm on Manus Max. So it's gonna take a little bit of time. We might not see the finished result, but I'll be able to post in the community. We can play with it as well for the brand. It's going to start building the website. I hope it knows branded game. Okay. Let's see what it does. We can always come back and play with it. Okay, so let me go back to where we were at with our creators. So we talked about Yuka, right? Um, let's talk about UGC drop now. I'm going to go to the first page here. Let's grab our prompts that we have done for us. Where are they? Oh, right here. The bottom. Okay. Voila. This is where, by the way, screen pipe is like really powerful. It's like, where was that window or what was I working on? It'll just open it for you and just ask where you get stuck. Screen pipe's pretty cool for that. Okay, so this is all of our copy paste. This will be our final kind of a little push inside of here. I'm going to split screen just because it's a little bit easier. And I'm going to add in all of our information here. Boom, pain points, perfect. Pain points, internal, external, same. Cost of inaction, copy, paste, solution, copy, paste, proof, copy, paste. And then, yeah, should be good. Oh, I guess it did it again. That's totally fine. Whatever. I'll take this last one because it's cool and we'll pop it in there. All right, save product. How many hooks? 10. We can do English, Spanish, whatever. Generate the hooks. It's going to rock and roll for us. And let that cook. I'm going to put this baby back in here. We've got our labels. Let's see. Oh, that's our Manus building the blueprint for the game. Awesome. Awesome. This is our tool. We're going to be buying more things together as well. So we'll be buying more tools like this and essentially giving them to our mastermind one-on-one and then our training clients as well. So you guys will all have access to this. All right. So let's go back to our product here. And this is Atomate, like Atomate. This will also be included in your follow-up. You're going to have all of this as homework and stuff to take a look at. Really, really cool tool. There are many of them. You can build it in ChatGPT. I'm just showing you some examples very quickly that you could go live and probably outperform your competition out the gate. It's found the ads or the competitors that are doing well in our space. Sit back and relax. I'm good at that. Maybe not the relax part, but let's see. So it's going to create there. Josh had a great session. Josh had some great takeaways. Of course, brother, feel free to follow up with the team. Would love to have all of you guys as part of the community. Anyone who isn't, Taylor, always appreciate you as well. Georgie, how would you channel the ADHD? It's the most important task. So, Georgie, I think you got to sleep well as best as you can. You got to hydrate, and then you gotta single task as best as possible. I use sticky notes, whiteboards, analog style, and then screen pipe, plod, tells me straight up. I'm like, why was I procrastinating for an hour? What could I do better? It knows me, it learns me. So that helps a lot. And then this little stream deck that I linked in our event as well, so that I can just like toggle to a window really quickly. I can hit this button that's focus, so I can kind of just not have to really. This the one that centers the screen, right? This one makes it full screen. So just kind of helps me at least. I don't know if that's the direct answer. I think it's mainly follow the money, right? So what is the most important thing? And those of you that coach with me one-on-one know that the personal compass, like you can't do it all. You can't learn every tool. And I know this seems overwhelming, but you'll get this recording 2.5 hours. I'm telling you, I also had no experience. So like, and you're seeing it. I didn't do any magic tricks or anything. I'm just trying to get us discounts. I'm trying to buy some of these tools so we don't have to pay for them inside the community, and we can build with them, play with them. I generate $1 billion having to do it the much harder way. And I want to show you guys exactly how, and help you do it for you in many aspects. If your brand has the budget, we'll jump in and do it for you as well. So DM Inner Circle for any of that. Even you guys that aren't, depending on where you guys are working with us at, and you guys want more of this, feel free to do that as well. As this is cooking here, guys, in our last 5 minutes, I want to thank you guys all for showing up as always. And I'll be posting the rest of this stuff in the community too. Let's take a look at, I always like to kind of clean up our tabs, make sure we're kind of good. Okay, we got our proof in there. Awesome. It's got our text. Awesome. So now we can take those hooks and we can bring them over to the studio. Select all visible. Sure. Upload demo videos. So that's where I can grab my Calo Data top videos in. I'm just going to grab some quickly because we only have a few minutes, but I'm going to grab some skincare maybe. So I'm going to download. That got 16 million views. It's got to be good. This got 40 million. Oh, we're going to definitely want that one. Okay, so we're just going to drag and drop it over, or not. I wish they would standardize that, right? All right, there we go. So that's going to be our reference videos for what we want ours to look like, because they're top converting. Why recreate the wheel? It's going to keep pushing me to add more than I'm adding, right? But we're just going to kind of go with it for now. Next, music. It's loading. First, pick a music category. We'll do Instagram talking head and then let it roll. So that's going to create then the 10 UGCs that we can utilize as well. So let's go back to our ad creative here. It's still cooking. That's totally fine. I'm going to put it right next to our UGC. So as we head out from this call, if you guys take this and run with it. If you're not in my mastermind, my inner circle, anything, I hope you see what we do. And this is just the iceberg of it, or like just tip of the iceberg. And I'm not going anywhere. And you get a whole community, and we'd love to help you. And with the Done For You service, reach out as well. Just inner circle, same 2 words on social after this or during this call here with you guys live. And we're gonna help you out. There's definitely a way we can help you out regardless, but you should be in this community. If you're here today, as you know, I normally charge $10,000 for a session, one-on-one, but you guys are getting that kind of mix here and then 100 other things. So hopefully this is super helpful. Here's our ads. Remember, we didn't give it the finished label. We would update that really quickly, right? So we're like 1 step away. But let's take a look at bottom of funnel. So it's giving me all the concepts here. Alex, my pleasure, brother. And, excited to have you in the community and have you part of the family. Let's say you have 3 ideas that take time to develop. How do you decide which to attack? The answer is, and we don't have time today to necessarily solve it completely, but I have in other recordings of market validation about follow the money, baby. What I did in 2 hours with you guys, do 2 hours times 3 for a landing page, a concept, a pre-order button. and see which ad makes you the most money the fastest. Which creators go viral faster between the three of them, even with a sample, even with AI, right? So before you go, because if you don't, now you can give it 6 months and see which one makes the most money and then follow that. We'll help you build whatever you want to build. We can make anything go viral now. So it doesn't matter really, but it's like you're going to pay less over time and earn more if you pick the winning horse or maybe the winning two, right? Very, very important. So these are our ads. These are pretty good. Honestly, I would rip and run some of these, ready to go. Update obviously the product imagery a little bit. So if I go back to the concepts, we can see all of our ads that have been developed inside of here. What I love about it is you can go to your brand brain and you can upload all of your brand information, just like with Claude. That's why I recommend having it in one place, either a Google Drive or your or even GitHub if it's a project. But anyway, you just upload your logo, upload, talk to it. You got your ad library. You can integrate Meta in one click, and you've got all your workflows built into it. Very, very, very easy to use across the board. Where can we find links recorded? Follow up with the team, DM Inner Circle as well. If you don't see it, an email or, I mean, there's like 5 ways they're going to be sending you recordings and all that stuff. So, but help my team out by DMing Inner Circle. If you're here today, you're not a member of any of the programs, just send the message and they'll take care of you. So this is the product kind of here. Here are the things. Boom, boom, boom. You see this, right? So we can then house them, launch them, track them. Then what's working, we can then do more of. Connect my ad account in one click, right? I can track all of my reviews across Trustpilot and Amazon, so I can use them in briefs. If you're seeing a lot of reviews from a competitor about a certain thing, use that as a negative hook. It'll already know to do that. It's $30 a month. So it has it all in there for 30 UGC ads that are ready to go. But again, in order to get the right brain, train it on, and just screenshot this. I could ask it. Actually, what I'm going to tell it is, I just set up Adamate. I need you to, without my permission needed, set up the ad library. I need the very best brands to track in their ad library tracker, at least 50 of them that are that have the most ads tracked in beauty and prestige skincare. And then I think that's it, right? We want them to track that. And then actually, no, then I want them reviews. I also want you to add one of those brands to the reviews tracker for Trustpilot and Amazon, so we can keep track of those. And then we'll eventually use that right over and over and over and over again. What is it that you mentioned that helps you? Plot, yeah, plot. I have those links, guys. There, I'll send it one more time. The links are in the event, right? So they're in the event itself. I'll do another post in there. We'll send you a link. We're building a dashboard for members to be able to just log in every time we talk. The recordings there, the links that I mentioned, just like it is. And I apologize. It is, it's just the best platforms that are out. But now we built our own, so they're a lot better. It's this link. So go in there. You're gonna get all the links that you need for the $100 million snowball system. Everything else, you got to DM Inner Circle, reach out to us. We'll help you out. And then those of you who are members will be getting these things, right? The AI search audit that we put together for you guys. You'll be getting that across the board. And then those of you that join will get that as well. You'll also get access to previous recordings that are on the docket. So you get to kind of catch up with us a little bit. Okay, so it's cooking, it's doing its thing. Want me to go ahead with that plan? Yes, do it now. So it's going to find the brands while I go and have lunch and build the trackers and everything inside of there that will help us create better and better and better ads. You connect Meta, you're seeing where this is going, right? And then you've come to, a platform like affiliatemarketing.com, especially you guys as members, and say, I want another 500 million views. This is cracked. It's working. Let's push it through. So that's kind of the model across the board. I hope this is really helpful for you guys. We didn't get to look at, let me see our finished, they're right here. Our finished ads. Oh, we did. We looked at those finished ads. These ones. Okay, let's take a look. I would tweak them maybe a little, but let's see. It's got the music. My body's doing the most right now. I refuse to have a 10-step routine that doesn't work. So it's pushing through. I recreated this style. One of the lessons. Okay, I want to see if it rendered the product swap yet or not. But these are again, we have variations. We don't use AI for everything, especially for videos. Is there a time and place for them? Yes. For a brand new brand we launch in 2 hours, we could be profitable tonight and paying for dinner, rocking and rolling, right? I also have for you guys, I mentioned to you a credit card that we use for our ad spend, et cetera. We had dinner with the team. They're called Flex, a $1 billion business. Emmanuel is going to be on the next call as well, talking about 5 minutes. He's going to say hi. He's going to be on there just saying hi, trying to get all of us as high credit limits as possible to scale things like that, because that becomes the issue, right? Like if you can control this from your chair, do you have enough inventory? And all of that stuff. So we'll be covering this and a lot more. Those of you that are new here, make the smart decision. It's a tax write-off. Anything you pay us is just it's a joke in comparison to the amount of value that we're focused on delivering here. The bare minimum, join this every month in the community so that we can continue to do this together. Amazing entrepreneurs, not just myself, in this community, and amazing support. And you get access to a world-class team who's in there as well. So I will see you guys very shortly. This was the $100 million snowball method. We try to cover as much as we could, and I think we did a really good job. Have a great rest of your week. If you're not a member, join. Just don't ask. I'm asking as many questions you want, but if this was helpful, this is just the beginning. And if you're in business and you're serious, we'd love to help. Otherwise, I will catch you guys very shortly, and I'll see you guys in the community probably later tonight. And I'll be traveling a little bit this week. But those of you guys on my one-on-ones, don't worry, we've got everything locked in, and Clarissa will follow up with anything else. Again, DM Inner Circle where you found this live stream. If you are new here, if you are a member, thank you for being a part of the family. Let's keep crushing it. And we'll be following up shortly, and have a blessed rest of your week. Thank you. Thank you. And I'm going to leave this screen open for a little bit, like I'll stop screen sharing, but I'm going to leave this open so you can like scroll up through the notes. We'll take a copy of it as well in case you guys need it, but we're going to try to get all these notes. So another 10 minutes and I'll leave it cooking, and you guys have an amazing, amazing rest of your week.